following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
That's pretty much where...
Alright, so the captain of the guard leaves the room.
So I go from being like this and to just lean against any stable object nearby.
I'll help you to the room. I can have a look at your injuries.
Thank you, kind Aedrin.
I'll drop down, collect stuff that we collected.
Yes, we did do looting. That's the last thing.
Let's see if I can.
That's a crime scene back there. You can't go in there. Or one of the horrible fun on the pellet.
Do we roll a 20 for this?
You can.
You can, or you can roll a percentile dice, whatever.
If you roll the 20, you've just failed.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Roll a 14. So.
14? Yeah, you can't make anything up.
15 on the percentile.
Yeah, you make it out clearly. Being a human, that is the number you must reach.
It's a necessary number of numbers.
00? Does that make?
That's 0.
8.
You can hear.
You guys get a nice low percent.
Yeah, now. It's not important. Play that for.
Okay, so those who got 15 or lower, you will basically hear an argument going on. I understand there was a holy man coming through here. Yes, he's just been involved in a fight with 2 assailants. Oh, then I'll just go back there. You can't go through there. That's a crime scene. By Moradin's hammer, I don't care what it is, you daft pellic. You don't let me through there or you're all gonna die tonight. Those of you, namely down the end, who didn't do as badly as Ken, but still heard something, basically hear assailants, pellic, Moradin's hammer. You're all gonna die.
There's someone trying to get down here to see.
There's sounds of a scuffle outside.
We should.
And the door bursts open.
So the guy we're traveling with.
There's a guard
Splinter.
standing in the door with his back to you, with his arms outstretched, and beyond him is a figure you can't see because of the guard's cloak.
I will try to upright myself again to be not as...
Okay, roll your pulchritude.
I think that's a success if it relates to my con.
No, I said pulchritude.
What does that relate to?
What did you roll?
Dog lock.
9.
Yeah, it's less than your pulchritude,
Yeah.
which is a 17, I believe. Because it has to be. No, I can't let you in there. Get out of the way, you dickless twit!
Don't stand up straight. You'll just open up your wound.
Strip some of them over, it should be fine.
That's probably all that's holding him together right now.
That's not how it works.
You'll be fine. And I'll slap you on the back.
Do I need to, I'm going to roll my poker. Maybe not so well that time. Is it an 18 or a 13?
That's an 18.
Now, right now I'm just referencing the amount of mages you have left and determining whether or not that's low enough to force you to take damage from that.
Just me.
No, you're going to need it tonight.
He's need it.
Yeah. So you don't stumble over it?
I'll
try to
see who's
I'll try to support him anyway.
So you go over to the guard.
Yeah.
You can't come in, it's a crime scene.
I'm already in.
No, I'm talking to Short House here. There's a small furious dwarf. Sorry, that's redundant. There's a dwarf.
There's a dwarf here.
He is blonde of hair, helmetless, He seems to be wearing a leather robe with the hood thrown back, and his beard is tied into 2 forks, braided, I should say. He looks to be maybe 185 in dwarf years.
He's not young.
Not completely really. And he's short, stocky, dwarfish. He has a pendant around his neck with a large disc in it you don't recognise.
That I do recognise as a holy symbol.
You've not seen it before.
I don't recognise at all. Okay. You wish to come in, sir?
You there! Zerkian! I have business with your holy bastard!
What? Sir? Fabana. I'm a maiden.
Oh!
You leave not tell?
Hey, Saint Krabber! Isuini!
Let him in.
You're sure?
Yes.
Right, don't be trying nothing. I've got the measure of you, son. It were you what done it. Dwarfs, does it? Right. You're the paladin.
He's the paladin.
Shit, son, you got wrecked.
I'm fine.
No, you're not. I'd heal you, but we're gonna need everything for tonight. Tonight! I'm glad you arrived. I was getting a little worried. He'll perch himself on the edge of the bed and just peek at the bodies. That's a nasty job of work there. Let me guess. He cracked his head on yon table after it would have been some kind of roundhouse sweep. Probably from you. You're about the right height. Knocked him onto his arse. And this one here got shifted in the back, probably by you. You're shifty looking. No, you're too tall. That'll be you then. Good work. Sloppy, messy. Tonight then. We have a lot of planning to do, so if you'll just, shuffle along with me, we can see to getting...
I'm sorry, you did not do...
Oh, sorry! I'm terribly sorry, of course. Where are my manners? I left them in the shaft. Prayer Beard.
Cephiro, Paladin of Tor.
Oh, I had hoped you were. I am a priest of the Mind Mother, whose name is not mentioned above ground. And it falls to me in this region to put up the spirit walls for tonight. And I'm gonna need your help.
I will do what I can.
I suppose I should ask, have you ever done this before?
Not as such, no.
Oh shit. Now, of course, normally we wouldn't bother, but I don't know if you were told, but no one danced the Morris in this area.
We only just arrived.
I giggled because I thought of Morris dancing. It's funny. I'm sorry.
How funny is it? That's not going to be so funny tonight, because I didn't do it. Without the dance to keep the cycles in order, the spirits of yon fortress aren't going to be happy. No putting on masks and dancing in the streets for All Hallows Eve round here, oh no. They're going to come for blood, and they're coming tonight, and you and I have to stop them.
Is there anywhere we can safely install...
4,000 odd souls raging for blood coming right at this place, and you and I are going to stop them with our spirit wall. It's exactly as fun as it doesn't sound.
We need some place where we can get the inhabitants here to safety, just in case.
Actually, that's not an entirely stupid idea. Getting them all in one room means we only have to shield one wee room. That ain't entirely dumb. So, I'll have to show you, and oh God. You even going to be alive through this?
If you're just going to talk here, I can go get my medical supplies and fix them up a bit.
Okay, way to go.
If our war maintains, then hopefully I won't need to fight them hand to hand.
contains, there's probably going to be one to slip through. Mind you, we're talking more of a room. Basically, we're going to be in prayer all night. There's no rest for us. I'm afraid you're not. I must ask you not to use any of your prayer power to heal yourself, because we're going to need it. He stares at you intently with his piercing white eyes.
I won't be able to use any new spells until tomorrow morning, so it doesn't look like I've got the time to do that anyway.
You don't. But any of the rest of you around here, priest? You won't be. And that, I don't know what he is, but he is. Good.
He is no priest.
I hope you're in good standing with your god.
I would like to think so.
Well, do you have a private place we can go and prepare?
Suppose. I
Yeah,
suppose the room that
I'm done.
young Aedrin and I rented would be as good a place as any.
The rest of you, I'm deputizing you into the service of protection. Gather all the people you can into a common room. Has to be on the ground floor, you understand?
Yes.
It's the best, most fortified place there is here.
Also, I have to be able to touch ground. Come on.
How big does the room have to be? How big can you make it?
As big as needed, bigger it is, harder it is to keep strong.
I don't know how many people are here, so
The room can't be too small. If you pack a large number of life together, it makes a bigger signal. Draws them. Just be glad there's no mage in party. Mages draw spirits like magnets draw iron. We do too, but we have protection.
Mages, you say.
Right. Some humans and elves can wield the forces of mana. Like a cleric, but
Oh, I know what a mage is. Aedrin's one of them.
the fellow that just left.
he may be of some use then. Tell me, is he a good one?
We have not been together long.
Ah, well, it gives me some hope, knowing that someone who can bend the forces of the universe into apocalyptic explosions and drill mighty shafts through the
He's a
earth with a
neophyte.
fuck!
Very good one.
God damn, my back end's just number one shaft tonight, isn't it?
Yours and mine, my friend.
Anyway, we have to prepare. Think I've already given you your marching orders. Everyone together. Common rooms to good place. Or
We'll go round them up.
now upstairs with you. So yeah.
Before I go upstairs, I will put my hand on your shoulder and go, find the merchant, ask him if he's got any, is it cold iron it's called?
Cold iron.
Cold iron weapons on him.
Good thinking.
I will round up.
I'll go find the
So
merchant.
noted. You go out and use your winning personality to round up people. Just give me a quick charisma roll for complete convincing of.
What was it?
8.
Oh!
You succeed. Yeah, you're doing a decent job of convincing people. So you're in your room and these two come in. The door slams the door shut behind. You, magic pants. Put your robe on. We've got business to do.
I just... Give me a minute. I'll stop trying to think to you.
Sorry, Aedrin, if I felt like I betrayed your confidence, but I had to tell him given the circumstances.
What
So-
circumstances?
Okay, you're a magic guy. Yes?
Yes?
Right. Can you open up the earth or hurl bolts of lightning from the sky, and
No.
can you cast wards of protection on people?
No.
Can you-
I'm still learning.
Can you do anything against ghosts?
No.
Okay, you leave him alone. You go downstairs and you tell the captain our guard that I said you could get into my horse. In my saddlebag on the left-hand side is a bunch of holy symbols. You take like one and put it round your neck,
Why?
because you're a magnet for ghosts and you're going to need some form of protection.
What for?
But for tonight, lad,
The undead
Tonight.
are coming.
the undead are coming. Did I not make that clear? The dead will rise from the grave. They will come pouring out of yon fortress, hungry for blood.
At least 200 of them.
Have you ever seen a weather vane in a storm and lightning comes down?
Yeah.
That's you. Go get you holy symbol.
I'll be back.
You don't have to believe. Let's just put it back. Something better than no.
You probably will have to believe if the symbol's going to work, to be fair.
My mother doesn't care, fortunately.
Maybe you should make a point of him grabbing one of those symbols then.
Well, those are the only ones that carry that.
Okay.
No. And he begins instructing you on what you're going to have to do. Basically will involve a lot of prayer. He will direct the flows. He will just ask that you keep praying to your God for more power that he could weave the walls with. He's going to link with you.
I need an adult.
He isn't a... Okay, well you got me there. He is just an adult. This is something you've seen elder clerics do, so you're at least basically familiar with it. What are you doing?
I was going to see the merchant.
You are there. Agitated night, what's going on?
It seems that they didn't dance the dance, the Morris.
What?
Yes.
Oh dear God.
Yes. So
That thing right over.
yes,
Saddle up, we're leaving.
we'll never make it in time.
Oh,
So,
no!
I've been sent out if you've got any cold iron.
I wish I did, but I don't. It's not that common.
No, I realise that.
Bloody hell in a bag of hammers.
Well, we have got help. We've got a dwarf here who is a priest, and they're going to try and erect a ward around the common room. So, if you can convince anyone any stragglers that don't want to come to the common room they'll be able to protect us in that
Speak
area.
with the other merchants. This is bad news.
You do ask the other merchants if they've got any
Cold iron, yes.
cold iron, and maybe some weathered strings for a bow, just in case.
Weathered strings.
So I can use a weather. If it,
Oh,
yes.
that with extra wax.
Yes.
Of course. He seems very shaken and leaves. You've spoken to most of the staff, and they're sort of going to get the outlying guards and bring them in as the sun begins to sink. The guy you were playing an instrument with, he is a minstrel. His name is Alphalus. Not the same one from Redemption of Alphalus. I just like the name. He's hovering around you, mainly. He says such things as, you don't suppose You don't suppose that it's too late to just maybe get some men together and go take care of this, do you?
You'll die.
Oh dear.
It's
Mother said I should have been a carpenter.
Mm,
But I'll be safe near you, right?
sure.
That's good.
Come on. Mm. How close is he?
I don't know, like 2 feet. It became like 1 feet just after you said, yeah.
Like,
Personal space. 1 personal space. 2, get out of my personal space. 3, hey, watch that personal space there. Uh-huh. Good. Okay, yeah, he reads the signals and backs off some. You don't have any trouble getting to the horse. A lot of the guards seem to be coming down from the tower and leaving the gate, sort of thing.
They're all seem to be piling into the common room as well.
They're heading towards the outlying building, the residential area first.
Ah,
It seems. Where is it? No, I'm okay. I don't want to gut my face up too much. I'm trying to run a game and chew chewy things at the same
I
time.
kind of refused because I was like, probably not gonna be very well picked up.
You'll look into the survey.
There are a number of well-forged circles. The symbol is a circle, and it has like 3 lines like this, and then inside there's another, like a series of diminishing doorways.
Okay.
It doesn't take much effort to realize it's a mine shaft, like looking down one.
Yeah, I might not steer it and work out what that's for it and just take one and hit it.
You do that.
I'll try to find these guys again because I don't.
She's easy to find.
Oh, yeah, this guy because I don't want him to die.
You've done what you can. You've bandaged him up.
Oh, do I give anything
No.
back? Or?
As a roleplay thing, he's right to do it. As a mechanic, it only works on rest, which you're not getting any of. But you know, it's done to you. So just go with it. Okay. So, is anyone doing anything of particular note?
I'm praying with.
Yes.
I'm cleaning any blood off me if I run the blood on you.
Oh yeah.
I'm cleaning the blood off me.
Okay. You can do that.
There is like water in the common room.
Of course.
Your actual, both of our,
Your room does have a wash
yeah,
stand.
has a wash basin and thing.
Yeah. Did I use your name? I suppose the guy. his face all over.
Not really.
Ah,
A few droplets, but you probably wouldn't notice on the dark brown of your boot.
okay.
I'll just trip up where I got sliced and then I'll go around and see if everyone's alright, just make sure everyone's moving in and drinking inside for straggling, and
Yeah,
then I'll go up and see the priest and see if there's anything else he wants me to do.
you go into their room and they're just both praying. Seems very serious.
Then I'll step out.
Right, Cephiro's player, can I get you to just roll a d20 for me, please? Tell me what you get.
Fine.
Is that less than your wisdom? He said, knowing it was.
Yeah.
Is it less than your wisdom by 10?
No.
Is it exactly
9.
on? Is it exactly on like 10 lower? It's 9.
Be 9. Pretty sure. Yeah.
darkness starts to fall. Night draws in, and the shadows grow long. Those who are at windows overlooking the great caldera that would be a lake, you can see, will notice that in the distance, as the sun drops below the horizon, the tower is surrounded in a sort of eerie light, sort of purplish bluish light.
That.
It is then that the sounds begin, like a whispering. It is getting colder, noticeably colder. In fact, significantly colder by quite a bit.
How much?
I would say it's about as cold as a proper winter's night should be in the middle of winter.
Yeah, because
From the tower begin issuing forth what looks like a mist. Those of you with acute senses of any kind will actually be able to pick out individual shapes, spectral forms of people. Lurching amongst them and passing through them, some skeletons and other rotting flesh, zombie-style undead. As they get closer, they begin to spread, climbing sides of the caldera. The priest, or a prayer beard here, will at that moment arrive in the common room with his compatriot, the Cephiro.
What happened? We were bad at dipping.
So noted. Not relevant.
that's what I was asking.
And he will place a candle in each corner of the room. And they will ignite with green flame.
Green flame.
Return to the center and he will begin. And he will sit facing the thing with you and motion for you to begin praying. He will begin with his spell, gesturing to each corner of the room where there is a candle. He will say, "The walls of the spirits are as strong as the stone, and the shaft will grow deep to the heart of the Mine Mother. Mine Mother, come to me and grant me the power to repulse the wicked undead, the wrongfully vengeful who stalk their sand. Brahmo, Dakai, Dakak, Re, Tosun, 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 Ayaho, Dae Kandar, Kandara Govosu, Tosun, Tosun." And he will begin falling off into mutterings of prayer. "Give me your strength, my mother." And the other comes. And you can begin to see on the walls this sort of faint bluish purple barrier, like a sheet of cellophane. Doesn't look that strong.
So do I begin praying?
Oh,
now?
you can.
Yeah. Almighty Tor, I beseech thee as your humble servant, strike your hammer down upon this battleground thrice as you once did. Strike once to give us order, twice to strengthen our nobility, and thrice to give us strength and protect the weak and innocent.
Roll.
really roll. Did you want me to do it again? Could
If it doesn't roll, it's not a roll.
Okay. 18. That's probably not good. I don't know.
Okay, thank you. Those of you who are looking, which I understand might not be everyone, will notice they seem to be being guided away from the inn as they climb up the side, then sort of move off and shamble out into the forests to one side or another. But that doesn't keep up, as the almost inexhaustible tide of undead seem to push in further, and they get a little closer.
I've got more.
The dwarf leans down, and he says, my mother gave me the strength to push back the foul undead. Their footsteps on the sainted soil that you so protect and grow. Let it thrive and nourish and not wither and decay before us. Strengthen the barrier between this plane and the others. The wrongful dead should not pass into the heart of the living. The wall seems to get a little more substantial.
Mighty Tor, give us the aid of your strength so that we may serve justice, and then keep the innocent from harm.
Roll.
11.
Thunder rolls. The barrier seems to get a little stronger. So what are the rest of you doing?
I'll be watching the surroundings to see if they're actually even encroaching into the area.
Some of them are in the compound. The bulk of the horde seems to be being pushed to one either side, but you'd say about a third of it, even though it is still leaving the tower, the lonely man, it seems to be heading right for the inn.
I'll probably just be observing closely because when it comes to magic, it's still interesting to me. I still want to.
Yeah. You will be able to give me a roll. Or your spellcraft.
5.
That's good. You will be able to see the lonely man isn't just this eerily lit edifice, but it also just seems to happen to be at the center of a nexus flow of mana. As it encircles the world, it sometimes gathers into eddies which are visible to those with magic sight, and it happens to be like a central and it's being pulled down and also firing up into the sky. It's something that only the magically inclined can see.
Would I have any idea what that sort of means, or is that why if I were to think the undead thing were happening because of that?
Let's see if this was ever. Fabian might have mentioned that occasionally you might see like a strand of mana, just like in the sky or through the water, and that's just like a perfectly natural phenomenon. And not to be terribly worried about it. It will come up now and then. They're kind of rare, but don't be alarmed if you see it.
You also don't know that we can't see them, yes, and like you might just assume that the cleric and I can both see this, but
I don't think any exclusions would have come up. But of course, he never mentioned, like, say, about 64 flows meeting, each as thick as a bear meeting in a central point and flaring like this. He never mentioned that.
Okay.
He mentioned, like, odd little narrow things in a stream. Yeah.
How do you will saves like this?
Roll under your will. If you have anything that is like a phobia or an affliction, then that modifies the thing you need to get to. So basically, roll a number, tell me what you get, and just sort of indicate if that is under your will, and I'll start asking questions. That's a whiz. That's pretty good.
It is under.
Is it under by 5?
Yes.
Is it under by 10? Okay. So you're holding it together, but you're not happy.
I have another prayer if you want. Huh?
No. I've just rolled for the continued expansion, and it went badly. So,
Are they chanting the entire time? Then okay. So I couldn't ask them about if they know about the gathered mana.
You could.
But
you could, but I wouldn't recommend it.
yeah,
But you can if you think your character would do that.
if they're chanting, I would probably leave it alone. They stop talking.
So anyway, this goes on for a few minutes, and the wall of undead is now within spitting distance of the inn. You can now all see them quite clearly. There's spectral undead. They kind of look. There's a mixture of peasant workmen with horrible glowing eyes, barely partial. Some are more visible than others, sort of reaching out towards the life they feel inside the inn. And walking through and intermixed with these are skeletons. Some are dressed as warriors from wearing things that no one's worn in thousands of years, others more recent. Some still have rusting, pitted weapons in their hands as they have that awkward skeleton gait heading towards the inn. And even amidst them are people not long dead, bloated, drowned, rotting flesh peeling off their sinews. Some of it even just like dropping off even there as they squelch awkwardly towards the inn. They look like peasants. Their faces are uniformly twisted with hunger and rage. You can hear the creaking of their joints, the snapping of their jaws. Some of them seem to look right at you and lick their lips. It's going to taste good. And they move closer.
18? 16.
Is it 5 worse?
Yes. Yes.
You lose your shit. You can't keep it together anymore.
No.
The dwarf raises his hands up and they glow. And he says, "By the power of all that abides, by the yellow iron and the life blood of the earth, I urge more power from the Mother. She has given much, but yet more do I ask. This humble servant begs for the survival of those innocents within this wall and entreats just a little more power for the spirit barriers to hold." And they get a little brighter.
Judge of all, grant us the holy tools with which to raise a wall, so unjust evil shall not breach.
You need to roll. You need to roll.
3.
What?
3.
Epic maneuver.
Ooh.
There is a crack of thunder. Lightning strikes the inn, but it does not destroy it. Instead, it surges. You all see these little crackles of energy surge into the candles, which burst into giant pillars of flame, and your wall becomes incredibly substantial. As you sort of hear the sound of iron ringing on iron in the thunder, you can almost hear a voice say, only you hear that. The undead.
So I did get an erection after all.
Yeah, exactly.
Those of you who are looking at the undead through the wall, who are you as you are doing that? You're brave.
We would be wrong here.
You kind of have to. Not here.
I'm still
Okay. You will see like about 40 yards of undead explode away from the wall into like little motes. You will see these like streams of mana from them being drawn away towards that nexus.
So it's just the nexus is getting bigger.
Oh yeah. It's now actively surging constantly into the sky. And there's like a vortex of cloud. Anyone can see the vortex of cloud. Sort of swirling around it.
Good to us, it's just like this hollow.
Yeah.
Whereas he can see,
You can see what's there. However, it doesn't seem to deter the remaining undead. While they have finished pouring out of the tower, they are, or so it seems, they are getting a new wall is approaching the inn. It seems that the barrier, and getting stronger, has drawn more in. And they're getting closer. But as yet, they're not as close as they were previously. So what's everyone up aside from the clerics doing? Because they're busy.
For this big use of mana, can I try pulling threads out of it?
You sure can. Normally it wouldn't be within range, but it's very big.
Well, I mean, since it seems like more are approaching, then what I would think is because of this, I would start trying to move the threads further just away from the...
So you're trying to weave them elsewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, go. Roll.
14.
So, you assume code I successfully, and you reach out for the mana. 14, you say? Can you give me an int roll? 7. Well within your int, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Is it within half your int?
Yes.
Right. Your learning and your intelligence is enough to tell you that you need to stop doing that right the fuck now before that giant arc you pulled sweeps through the inn and wastes it.
Okay.
Do you stop?
Yes.
No.
It snaps back into a place with a twang.
Okay.
You didn't realize that would happen. And you kind of think that you don't know if that did anything, but certainly just plucking at it willy-nilly is not probably going to yield great results.
Okay.
Are you accomplishing anything?
Again, I'm watching for anyone anything that does come within. Obviously, with that being pushed back. I will say, my heart holds no fear of death. Yes, they all exploded.
You? Anyone? I'm sorry, but does anyone notice this?
I will go over to you. Yeah, are you alright?
Actually, I'm going to say you can't notice this because you were busy weaving a giant strand of mana.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say I wouldn't have gotten that.
You better watch yourself. You can't weave more.
I will try to. Yeah, I know.
Okay, here we go. Get the mana.
Get you away from the wall.
I will scream.
Bloody
And
murder.
spaz. I will spaz and just yell, it's not my fault.
Ooh. Damn it. I slap you.
Oh shit.
You going to say anything, or are you just emotionlessly, robotically slapping?
Slap you. It's alright. We are safe here. Come to the centre and don't look. Don't look, Marion.
I'll still just cry and unmove.
Remove all.
I won't be able to move.
You might have to use some strength to get her there.
I'm pretty light.
Yeah, I'm pretty light too. I'll try and persuade you to the middle, obviously away from people because I notice you don't like it, so get you into the middle, away from the wall and facing the centre.
Right. Ken, while this is happening, while you're rolling that,
2.
and you, because you're looking pretty much fixed out there, through the crowds, not coming from there, but out of the forest, there is riding a figure in black. And it's just sort of looking around casually. A couple of the ghosts sort of reach up to it and recoil. And it's sort of like, like that, and it creates a little bubble around it as they're moving around. They just sort of instinctively avoid it, and it's just sort of the cowl is just looking left to right, and as it sort of looks across the inn, anyone who's looking out there is now required to make a fear check. Except for you, you have resistance immunity to fear because of your.
Actually, I radiated courage spell to also use.
That currently is encompassing only 2 of you. What you got?
Oh shit!
What?
Well, she didn't get a 1,
Okay.
but she got the next best load.
A 2.
19.
A 9. Oh.
Yeah.
No, isn't you
Is it possible for you to be worse?
I thought it was. Isn't you supposed to roll high?
I could see it.
When it comes to fear things.
Yep, it's a spell effect, which means you're rolling a rolling high is good.
Aha!
You want to beat this.
However, in your current condition, you're not getting any better.
So I don't shit myself?
You don't go any worse though. That's good. Anyone else?
I was pulling so obviously I wasn't.
You weren't looking. You can't be affected. So I'm just going to do a roll for everyone else in the room. Everyone is now like her. They're pretty much just huddled on the floors, weeing and crying and huddling together and gibbering.
Does that affect concentration?
It does. Let's have one.
Concentration. Oh, I see.
14.
I believe
Sorry.
that's just barely enough.
It's right on if it's
Yeah.
wisdom related.
Right, so
If it's mind affecting, I've got a +4.
So those of you who are looking out will now see that after an hour has passed, the next sort of front has finally shambled close enough, and the ghosts reach up and sort of smash against the wall. Some of them right in front of you.
Have I not
And
been
they
able to
just
pull her
took-
away?
No,
Did an hour.
no.
I got really low.
Did you?
Yeah, 4.
Are you
No,
resisting?
2, sorry, didn't I?
Are you actively resisting in your psychosis?
I know I'll be like completely frozen or want to keep watching.
You need to make up your mind.
I'd probably just be frozen, like just.
Well, in that case, you can pull her back a bit. But
Well, that should be okay.
and they start dissolving as the wall erodes them.
And I'll leave her in.
Skeletons that smash against it blast it apart, and they slowly roll back together. What did you get?
18?
That's bad.
Yeah.
You're worse.
Yeah.
Okay, so what pretty much will have driven that was the skeletons and zombies that come into contact with the wall will basically like explode off it. But you can notice the bones are all rolling together and they sort of rise back up again to beat on the wall some more. And it's only after like 2 or 3 smashes against the wall that they're like blasted into dust and blown away, leaving their little mana trails to push off again. The spirits dissolve away, sort of like screaming. As they're dissolved away, the zombies have the flesh blasted off them and become skeletons, and they sort of reassemble a few times. But eventually, line after line of these things beat against the wall and are pushed back, but the wall is dimming. And Prayer Beard will notice this. And he will turn and be like,
As the mountains abide, let this wall stand as a testament of time. Let it stand as a testament of life. Against death, death cannot pull down the mountains, and it cannot pull down the works of the Mind Mother. So let it be. So let it be.
it gets us slightly brighter.
My turn.
Yeah.
Have you prepared 3 big spells? Oh, I think I'm fly.
You can
So-
repeat one.
Sorry?
You can repeat.
No, I'll just make something up. I'll go different. Tor, grant us strength. Do not let so many innocents be killed by the mistakes of so few. Roll.
You need to roll.
3! Again.
No, you you're not so lucky this time, but it does make it brighter. Again, thunder rumbles in the sky. It's not as loud. More come. More smash against. They're gathered all around now, and on all sides, pounding on the wall, the spirit wall, trying to get in, being repulsed and blasted back, but the wall is weakening.
There's some new weaker in any spots.
It's universal. So, what everyone who's not a cleric doing right now? This is maybe a chance to recover some of that standing, or
Is everyone panicking, or have they calmed down?
well, if you're drawing your attention away from that thing, you'll notice that for some reason everyone seems to be in paroxysms of terror. And there's a black rider out there, so now you get to make a roll.
That's good, right?
Yeah.
12.
What's your save versus spell?
12.
Yeah, okay. Cool. You're holding on to your shit. The rider will eventually ride off to the other side of the forest. It's at this point that okay, who's actually paying attention to not the immediate threat and is just sort of generally looking outside? You've mentioned everything. Okay, so right, perception. Woo! I like 20.
20.
That's less than your wit.
Yep.
You will notice a pair of riders burst through the forest, heading towards the inn. The undead are harrying them. The front one is this big guy on top of a warhorse. He's got like a fucking sword out, and he's like clearing a path. And behind him there appears to be a diminutive woman, and 2 young boys follow them not soon after. And she is about to be surrounded by a bunch of undead when a fireball smacks out of her palm, clears a little path, and explodes with a 40-foot radius, wasting a ton of them. And they're charging right towards the inn.
So there are riders coming towards the inn. Make a pass so they can come through.
They'll be able to pass.
What?
They're not undead.
No, it's clear the way out, because there's obviously people everywhere.
Yeah.
Clear so they can get in here at full speed. Just move! Because they're kind of coming here at a pace.
Okay, let's see if they make it or if they die.
Can't do anything about it.
We're kind of busy, so...
And wiring.
Okay, so Grigner seems to be doing fine. The woman obviously not able to pass again. Come on, dude. Has anyone got a dice that just rolls 20s all the time?
I'll be rolling
There's a
180s
band,
and
I think.
Because my undead need a little help.
Oh
No, they don't.
Killing
Fine.
3 ordinary fucktards on the back of horses in the middle of a wave of undead.
I thought it was 4.
One's not on a horse.
No,
I'm guessing.
Well, one's not an ordinary fucktard.
that's right.
The world is divided into 2 types of people: ordinary fucktards and magic users.
They're just magic factors.
Yeah, I know.
They're not ordinary.
They arrive at the spirit door, burst through the real door, horses and all,
Mm-hmm.
slide across the polished wood floor, and seem to be heading right for the clerics, who are in the centre of the room.
Then I'll
Speeding warhorse,
I can
55 kilogram girl.
Man versus car.
Carl always wins. Okay, you can do. Yeah, you can wow me. How is this happening?
I don't know.
I can use cantrip, right?
Oh, that's the best. Good idea.
You can.
So could I use cantrip to just like snap my fingers and make a really bright light?
Yes.
I do that.
Good for you. The well-lit horse is sliding right towards the The big warhorse doesn't react at all because it's a big trained warhorse and it doesn't give two shits about sudden light, but the one behind it does seem to shy slightly and turn on its side, but like I said, they're kind of sliding here, so it doesn't really help a lot. But now they're well lit. And you've used magic. So now I get to do this.
Oh shit! You attracted more and more.
No effect! And then the last two horses come in, and they don't like the light at all, and they sort of go like... It does seem to change their direction slightly, and then...
How much of this can I say?
You can certainly be aware of it,
Yeah,
but you can't really move.
no, but I mean, I'm just wondering how much I can see.
Well, they're exactly 90 degrees off your beam, so how much can you see there? The undead are trying to come in after them, but the spirit wall is stopping them. So, has anyone got any other bright ideas?
I'll use my bright idea. I'll just sit picking myself.
That sounds like a bad idea.
I'm stuck.
I'm actually waiting for Stephen to come up with a brilliant idea for Sulin's.
All I was going to do is try. I can't stop the horse in any way, shape, or form, especially it.
Shoot an arrow.
It will stop if he wishes it to stop. It's the other one which is the problem.
I already...
Is there something I can push that's going to obstruct them?
You can throw me.
You could push the horse.
Well, the horse I can't. I've got no success, but I'll push the other horse if I can.
Okay.
What do you want?
Strength.
Equal.
Use those keyboards, come on.
Okay. Yeah, you give it a shunt and it slides past them. The warhorse jumps over them, and then he just sort of brings it to a more controlled stop on the other side.
Oh, that's trained. It should do that.
And the two kids weren't going to hit, not after the bright light. Big city.
That's the hope.
Well, it worked. So, this has all been highly fun and distracting, but the undead seem to be pissed now. Really pissed. One, somehow they managed to not even kill one of them.
Oh, she's a mage. She's like the fucking symbol that I have.
You can do grab a bag.
Just need to grab the bag and put the symbols.
Because he told me not to, and I'm scared of him.
And they're well pissed. And they're trying even harder to smash through the barrier. Not that that really matters. I mean, oh yes, there's significant weakening of the barrier and significantly equal destruction of undead. Their numbers are thinning. I mean, it's now no longer a solid wall of spectral forms and skeletons. You can almost see past them. That being said, the wall is now severely damaged, so the dwarf is going to try one last time, and he's clearly not got a lot left. I'm going to throw up one hand, and he will say, "Fine, mother, get off your ass and make the wall better." I'm not joking. We're going to die if you don't. So, no more prayers if you don't. I promise to raise a small shrine made of gold in your name if we live through this, and that's not going to happen if you don't give me the power to raise the damn wall. And it works. They get a little brighter.
That one always does. I don't know why.
That makes the most sense.
Tor, help serve me now so that I can continue to help serving you.
That's desperation. Desperation prayers.
No, that's not so good.
No.
It gets a little brighter. So, the undead continue to hurl themselves against the barrier. The barrier is actually bending inwards now, where they're pressing in, but they're still being destroyed. So how are you feeling about this turn of events? I should also point out that while you're doing this and your prayers, that the two new arrivals, the kids, are sort of trying to find somewhere to hide from the spectral figures. The big guy's off the horse and he's tied it to the bar. Tied the reins to the bar. He's sort of joined where you are. He's sort of walking around the hall looking for a weak point in the wall. And the woman is going around the occupants of the hall, sort of just like brushing their forehead and removing their fear, because the people seem to stand up and go, huh? So she will eventually arrive at you, and she will attempt to touch you. But she's not going to force it to happen, so if you recoil, it won't happen.
I will recoil.
Then nothing happens. We'll just look at you and say, as you wish, and move on.
15.
15?
It's not 5 over my wisdom.
Oh, to not recoil.
No, I mean like, because it's my...
Yours.
Ah.
No. Steady state. Oh well. Pretty soon you're the only person who seems to be suffering from major panic. Everyone else is still clearly afraid. So you're the only person who...
10 feet of me.
We don't know that.
She doesn't like being close to people,
Yeah.
so...
I understand you don't confer immunity, you confer bonuses to their rolls to resist it.
Where's the exact...
See, I like this, he's written down the exact thing.
That explains why I'm never scared anymore.
It's a courage spell.
That
It's called
is
courage.
basically like Prince Adam with Jaime Lannister's head.
And he.
Oh.
Oh.
I want to love her with the gold hand.
Yeah, cast a 10-foot wide emotion spell, courage, that prevents fear.
Ah, so it's a spell. In other words, it has a chance of fail.
No, it just projects. I don't cast it. It just
Yeah, no,
projects
I
from
mean,
me.
but people
Yeah.
are basically.
Oh, there's a chance people might not.
Yeah.
There's a chance
Oh, yeah.
people might not work. But yeah, okay, that explains that. That works well for me. Right, but she's not in 10 feet of you. So.
No.
And by the way, in order for someone to push her there, they have to touch her.
That's
It's
the thing.
clearly a no-go area.
Sorry guys, I'm sorry.
You just don't tell her.
Don't
You just grab her and
apologise.
toss her and just put her in.
I did that and see what happened. I only got her a certain small distance, so I'll just.
I'm back when I'm scared.
Also, none of you know that it does like do that.
So Captain Big Large is going to look at you. Interesting. Are you rolling a particular skill?
Oh yeah.
Which one?
That's what I got. It's a 9.
That's nice. You are aware you're rolling a d10.
Yes.
Okay.
Because
Yes, you did.
She wants to fight him.
very bottom one, and then turn over to the next page.
Okay, but they're not fighting, so I'm going to fight them.
That's not a problem. But he will be doing the same. as
Okay, right. Judging from the way he walks, the way he holds his sword, you would recognize this as a style that is not taught anymore. He is most likely a practitioner of a sword fighting style that was lost during the Dark Times.
Okay.
You don't know its name.
No, but I don't need to. Yes.
You have seen scrolls
Yeah.
of the poses and that. You would say highly experienced, very dangerous. Hold on.
Yeah.
Right. Is anyone doing anything pertinent before the next phase?
Right.
Aside from you, you're accounted for. You can make an attempt to recover more if you want.
You said I could see the end of the. You can see
There's much less out there now, but they are all still all around the end.
18.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, Hercules.
Is that woman still unfearing everyone?
Yeah, she's pretty much done.
I'll wait for her.
She's pulled a small wand out from her cloak.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
When she was unfearing everyone, did she seem to be weaving it all, or just or not?
You can see the mana bend, but she's not using your school.
Okay.
She could be an Empyrean system person.
Yep.
She's pulled out a wand of his wisdom.
Eventually the fighting man will go over and confer with her in a hushed tone. Just inaudible. Certainly,
Just, yeah.
certainly given the zombies and everything.
Right, so not worth rolling.
There's a particularly nasty looking skeleton wearing this sort of wearing a peak helmet with like a brush,
Then I'll sort of push myself between.
and it raise up its fists and strike on the wall, open its hands out, and it will start stepping
Can I
into
shoot
the end.
through the arrow? Shoot an arrow through it.
You certainly can.
And I will.
Fire. Don't require initiative or combat.
18.
Nice.
Nice, very nice. +2.
Yes. 20.
Nice. You hit.
Shame there's not too much to undo, probably, but.
Roll your damage.
It is 1d6.
All right.
2.
Wow. Yeah, and the arrow will stick in its face,
Right, then I'll
and it will take another step.
put the
It
bow.
is now 2 feet in the room. The wall is bending around it, and the rest of the walls are getting noticeably dimmer.
Then I'll put the bow down and drop the sword in.
No, you've had your turn. It's time for someone else to try something. Would anyone else like to try something before I drop die?
In the middle of our prayers, I'm just going to, I'm guessing we're observing this, I will ask if he is, next time he gets to the end of a particular prayer, I will ask, so when should I pull out and start taking these guys on directly?
Only the walls.
When they're starting to, I'll say, and I'll motion my head towards that skeleton if he hasn't seen it.
Anyone else? No. Of course, you can try and pull out, like I said, if you want.
I'll try.
I give you the opportunity before I take the magic pants.
4!
Wow.
Awesome!
Yeah, you
It
can.
would be a 4 the low one, wouldn't it?
The constant reassuring presence that the walls keep getting stronger seems to be doing something for you, and you can recover from insensate fear. In other words, you're merely just terrorized now, but you're capable of acting. And Aedrin,
I rolled to see if I was too scared to fight him with my staff, which I'm just gonna say.
Wow.
okay, she's not going to do a damn thing. But a big fighting man is going to pass you, and you're going to get stone falls down the mountain. Nice hit. He's going to cut your arrow free.
You gotta get rid of that.
As his sword is going to basically sort of slice the top part of his head off, and as the skull opens, this energy swirls around, and the wall goes like bang, and the body is flung away, and it sort of breaks up, and you can see its mana being pulled away. Up. Mostly.
Where's the rest of it going?
I don't know, where's the rest of it going?
Where's the part of the skull that's still
Do you want to, like a roll?
I do.
18.
Yeah, it disappears. It's sort of, you can see little flecks of it going sort of this way, but you don't see where they go.
Okay.
all those boys?
Anyway, the dwarfs continues to pray in a very rote manner, and the undead are slackening. Soon they do not surround the building, but are only on the closest side. But the walls are almost not there. Finally, the walls fail, and a few undead outside the inn begin to climb in. Particularly, there is a skeleton that seems to be heading for you, and there's a zombie who he's licking his lips and he wants a piece of you for dinner.
How big's the room we're in?
It's a big inn. It's a large room.
Foot-wise.
Have you pasted it out?
No, but I mean...
It's a large room. Actually, based on your aura, there's about 3 of your aura wide,
No, because I'm more thinking of turn on dead. I think it's a 60-foot radius.
which is a large room.
Yeah.
And there are two others heading in, and one spectral figure is phasing through the wall, and it says very audibly,
That would get up from Brian.
the dwarf gets up,
Pull out the
and he's like,
hammer.
well, that's it. We're fucked. So, I guess, it's declare intention. Let's go around the table.
I'll be going for one and go for me.
Okay.
I rolled a 2, so
You're in control.
no, but I mean, he's all this at me.
Yeah.
So,
You're in control.
so I'll
Getting into a position where I can sort of get all of them. I mean, I know the range is big and it should be able to encompass them all.
If you just take a few
Centralise.
steps back, that'll
Centralize
be
as much as possible, and then I'm going to use turn undead, basically.
Yeah.
So you said there was one specifically going for these two. Were there any that were specifically going for me, or just some pouring into the room?
The rest seem to be heading towards the blonde woman.
Well, if I'll move with him and watch his back with this one.
When you get close to him, you suddenly feel very emboldened.
Great.
manly, like you're a big hero.
Okay. I'll stick close to him and watch his back.
In fact, anyone who was
Anybody
within
wants to
10
take
feet
one?
of him, which is none of the rest of you, will notice this. Right, so roll initiatives. These are D10s, remember.
It's initiative plus weapon speed, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, don't worry. Got the same.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, if you're turning undead, it's initiative plus casting time.
Oh, yeah.
Pencil. I know I had one around here somewhere. I borrowed one last
It
time.
was Molly borrowed last time.
Yeah.
No, pencil if you were borrowed.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Cheers.
Always keep pencils.
Right, so you'll all be glad that I've rolled the undead's initiative collectively, and they sucked.
Because they're slow and shambling.
They do have a tremendously disadvantageous speed, and I also rolled really poorly. You'll also be glad that I have collectively rolled the non-player character allies, and they also were not great.
4. As I have my short sword out.
One and whatever turn undead speed is, because it's not listed, I don't know what it
I believe it's an
does.
instant.
Okay.
So you were going first so far.
10.
Wow!
Well, 6 plus 4, man.
What can I say that? You know, when you're at school, you need to use it for anything.
Yeah, well, I was wrong.
You're wrong.
Right, okay, so there is no surprise round. Cephiro, you are first as the shambling horde dares enter.
Well, I face basically the bulk of the horde,
Yeah.
and then hold my holy symbol from my chest, hold out my hammer and say, "Back to the depths with you, foul drowned dead!" And then
Okay, so the undead turn and they scream in terror and they flee back to the tower. They don't stop. And they leave. The dwarf relights the candles and casts the spell again. A very, very insubstantial wall forms. He says, well, I'll just pray to maintain this. If everyone will keep watch to make sure none come back, we'll see if we can beef it up if they do, yeah? So,
wondering when you'd show up, I say to the gristle fella, and then turn to the lady, "Ma'am,
What is it with you? Pirates, undead. Are they gonna be ninjas next?
I pray not."
it's always a pleasure to see you. She
My
gives you
lady?
just a very strange look.
Do you know these people?
In a way, though their names they have still not given me in all our meetings together. I'd introduce you, but this is Lady Someone and her protector, Somebody.
That guy!
That guy, yep.
He smiles at you. Nods. What are you doing?
I'll, well, I'll go out and do a sweep.
Okay.
Are they still at the door, or they backed off, so like there's a gap?
Left
No,
all the way
they've
back
gone.
to the-
That's why I'm giving a sweep in the.
Yeah, there's no undead around the inn.
I'll go out to the horse with the saddlebags and grab another symbol.
Okay.
Grab 2 or 3.
Okay. Okay, you can do that.
Yeah, when I get back, I'll hand one to her.
It's all still there.
Yeah. They've not gone after the animal.
Ah, that's right. They haven't bolted with beer.
What is
Probably
this?
so.
It hides you from the undead.
That's fine. I have my own protection.
Oh, they just seem to get more aggressive when you came out.
They are drawn to magic users, but I have my own protection. She just stroke a pendant round her neck. She's wearing a. It looks kind of like it might be a holy symbol. It's basically a snake biting its own tail.
Okay.
I'm going to
Fairly
take a
universal
seat and
symbol.
just kind of
Yeah.
hold my side here. Maybe my shoulder here.
Okay, so I need a. What are you actually using? You can't use tracking because they don't leave track.
No,
Well,
no.
Skeletons do, I suppose. So yeah, you could use
I'm not
tracking.
using tracking. I'm just seeing if there is anything stored out there, out close. Just I'm not searching.
There's still the glow around the lonely man,
Yeah.
and the sky above it is vortexing quite heavily.
So I'm not expecting to track anything. I just wanted to see if there's anything nearby, then report what's out. what's
You can
happening
see
outside.
numerous skeletal footprints, shambling prints. They're not hard, but they're a mess.
Yeah.
Hoof prints from their horses still there. You can hear things in the distance,
Approaching or.
just like bad things happening to things. And you can hear like wolves howling, which will then cut off, and other things.
After that, I'll return and return.
I'm going to excuse myself and I will go up to my room and find a toilet and I'm going to be sick.
Okay, the toilets are outside.
Are they?
Yeah.
Long drops.
Yeah. This is modern times.
And it'll be a
You
basin
can be
in
sick
there.
into your face then.
Into
Yeah,
the
I'm
basin.
You will have a bedpan.
Yeah.
Okay. You can do that. See, this is where I have to do this. He wanted to have there be like one spectre up there. Because you're not within the walls. Just be like,
Boo! You're gonna die!
And
No one
then
to
you
love you
would.
and no one to cry. Alone in your bed, your body will lie.
you're wheezing like a girl. Yeah. What are you doing? Oh, you did the dumb thing. So yeah, she pretty much refuses the emblem.
Sorry.
It's not. It is good that you thought so. You're a kind boy, aren't you? She'll give you an appraising look. This 1,000-yard look. 1,000 square.
Sorry, I'll just leave. Find somebody to find this guy.
He's not hard to find.
Let me check if any of your wounds are pretty open. I'll just have a look.
Okay.
Sure, but I didn't do a lot, so they should be fine.
But you got up pretty bad and cut up pretty bad in the first place, so even moving around could be bad.
Thank you for your concern.
There is someone standing just behind you to the right.
Oh, look.
When they come back, only the ones that passed through the inn will come back here. They'll have to get back to the...
Tower.
Yeah. Before the sun rises.
retreat back to the tower through this point, quite this point, isn't it?
Yep.
Any ideas how to stop them?
Stop.
Or divert them?
Make it not worth their while to stop for a snack. Your walls worked, and then they didn't. They won't try so hard this time. Rest your clerics. People watch. 2 hours.
Just keep steering the forest.
Shall we return and tell them what we see? That they were going to return before sunset, so they'll pass through here at this point. As long as we've got the walls up and we make it hard for them, they might just pass by us.
Rather not deal with it and just get back, huh?
But it's more they have to get back before the sun sets.
Yeah, so they rather not deal
Visible
with us.
to you coming out of the tower are streamers of red and blue and little pulsing globes of white. They're now swirling out at the top, heading off in all directions.
Would I have any idea what this could be?
Yes, you've seen that one of those streamers before. That is a soul.
And they're flying out of the... just in random... There are just tons of them just swirling in direction.
There's dozens, you would say. Little pulsing globes of light as well, and they're just heading off in directions across the sky.
Are any of them coming towards the inn at all?
No. I mean, one passes overhead, but it's very high up.
Okay.
And as this happens, the mana nexus is getting smaller.
Is it just disappearing, or is it being pulled off into...
It's dissipating.
I'll probably be transfixed just watching it happen.
It's a light show.
Not as good as yours.
By the way, are you maintaining that?
What?
The light, is it going to last the full hour?
It was more of a sudden flash to distract the horses, so it probably
okay.
went away. Yeah.
Right, okay, good. So anyway, is there... Oh yes, are you done?
Yeah, I'll come back now.
Is there anything pertinent anyone would like to do in the next few hours?
No, make sure I ask if you're alright. When they do come back, if you want to just stay in the middle and don't look outside. Don't want to try and move you again.
Something wrong?
Sorry? No,
Lady Mara.
it was, yeah, she had a turn. Fear. And I would rather, if she is going to do it in the middle, so at least if the walls do collapse, we don't have to try and drag her back.
Could always stay near us clerics.
Aye, that was a fancy trick you pulled out there, laddie.
This was not me, it was Tor. That was merely a conduit through which he acted.
Well, you certainly made the dungeon master waste a page on initiative score.
It's the best.
I never mind wasting that.
It's the best initiative rolled ever. I rolled the 1. Like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not an almighty cleric.
This kind of combat is a combat you don't have to fight.
Yeah, you know what's really annoying is you get XP for all of those fucking things.
All of them?
Because
For the ones that were in combat. Oh, and the big guy you shot with an arrow, that technically counts, I suppose.
It's group XP, see you guys.
Yeah, for everyone who wasn't insensitive at the time.
Oh, no, actually, she had come down by then.
Fuck!
You had to.
Fine, okay, you know what? Whatever, you can have another 3 XP.
Those 3 XPs add up.
Well, what's worse, we're going to split it with the 2 NPCs that are coming out with us, so there we go.
They don't receive XP for anything that's 5 levels lower than them.
Fuck. Oh. Now you've got to say that because the mic doesn't pick up when you do the actions.
Oh, yeah, good thing. So anyone else doing anything?
Resting.
I would have
I'll be probably just
picked up my arrow and see if it's still usable.
Yeah.
Or seeing if anyone else got hurt.
Ooh, it's got zombie brains on it.
Yeah, I'll look around and see if anyone else got hurt at all. Even if they just tripped up over themselves and...
Raise my knee.
Okay. So, soon, out of the forests, come the shambling dead. The dwarf raises the walls higher, beseeching his mind mother yet again. And they kind of just make a token attempt to get in, but can't, so move on. It takes about an hour for them to pass. There seem to be more coming in than there were going out. Finally, the tower's glow subsides, and the sun peeks over the horizon, and it is dawn. The walls fade, and the dwarf says, "Ugh."
Good job, my stalwart friend. I'll pat him on the back.
Blarn. Oh God, thou want to sleep for a week.
You've earned it.
Good job, kid.
And you.
Oh, if nobody minds, I'm coming to my room.
We're waiting for the really good.
You saying that in
No.
character? Okay. So, everyone seems relieved.
I'm going to find the barkeep.
The barkeep's behind the bar.
No, it's not what you will think. So,
A fine thing you did.
thank you. Again, it was Tor who did all the work. I merely was a conduit for him.
Oh well, good then. Praise be to your Tor.
Indeed. So, what other settlements were there in the vicinity?
Ansford. Oh, you don't think?
Just noticed there were a lot more dead coming back than there were going out. Was there anybody to protect them? Would there be anybody?
There hasn't been King's Guards round this road in a long time.
They would not be able to stop them. They would have needed clerics too.
Then pray for their souls.
We just saw them. Their souls shall be in my prayers tonight. Perhaps they will return at rest, unlike those which attacked us today.
I told you bad times. Told you. Let's stump off back into the kitchen.
Well, nobody else objects. I'm going to get some rest. Assuming the merchant to head off straight away.
What happened to you? Cut yourself shaving? Thought you'd be old enough to hold a razor without someone to guide your hand.
It was not a razor, but several swords and daggers held by assailants.
Not the best way to shave.
I'll try to take that into consideration in the future.
You kept it. I suppose I should be glad. Or we wouldn't have found the inn. You keep strange company.
You can find me because I have this.
Told you to lose it.
Would that have been wise considering tonight?
No. Not wise for me.
So, where are you and the lady heading with the two lads?
North.
As are we.
Of course.
Well, it seems destined that we are to cross paths on multiple occasions.
Let's hope it stays amicable.
So far it has.
So far. Good day to you, the paladin, and good day to your rat. He'll go back to the woman. The kids. Your merchant friend bustles up to you. I'm almost tempted to stay.
You wish to leave?
But yeah. If my guards will be ready and to go in half hour.
I will round up the others.
Thank you, Sulin.
I'll go find the others.
I'll be heading up to my room to get some sleep.
So,
So this will be fun.
where will I find down here?
You might have still been talking to that guy by the time Sulin's trying to gather us up, so.
I don't know what the timing was. I was about to
That's
head
however you want it to be.
Yeah, I'll be heading up to my room and I will just close the door behind me.
Okay. So they're heading up there. What are you doing?
I've just been watching.
So you're aware of that conversation? Okay.
Then, yeah, nod and then.
What are you doing?
I would have went with him.
So you just closed the door and there's a knock.
Yes.
We're leaving the half. Be ready.
Half a day?
No, half the hour.
What? Very well.
Can you and Mara take first watch? I've got to make sure that Cephiro doesn't die.
If I must.
Mistake.
Well, I will. Not that I had stuff to gather because it was all on me. I never got to. So yeah, I will freshen up at the basin anyway, as much as I can.
There's much activity outside when you
Blood
all
off
go
my
out
armor.
there. People saddling horses, leaving.
Actually, I would also have said well, I cannot pray for my clerical spells. I can
still
pray.
pray.
I will pray for the souls who were lost tonight.
Okay. Right, so now last time you set off you didn't establish shit all.
Yes.
This time, would you like to establish your travelling conditions?
Yes.
Over the... Where's my map? It is going to be 2... Well, no, you're here. So it's going to basically be 2 days travel, and you will reach the capital. So you have to accommodate for 2 days worth of travelling, and 2 days worth of watches.
We probably only have a couple of stops at the most over 2 days, I would have thought.
There are no stops between here and there.
No, I mean like just as a sleepover, like stop
yeah.
at camp. I
Yeah,
mean,
2.
could be 2 at the most, maybe even just 1. But we probably want to do 2 because we were up all night.
Yeah. I'm guessing we'll do a. Yeah, well, we'll do how long's a night? Averagely.
Same as a mini night.
Yeah, so 8 hours.
This is coming into winter, so the nights are actually longer
Yeah.
than the days.
Again, it depends.
But there's still
also
only
on
12 hours each.
Yeah.
What it comes down
Hours
to
just shrink
is
and grow.
when does the merchant
Actually,
want
it's
to travel?
13 hours each. It's a 26-hour day.
That's what it comes down to more than anything. What hours does he want to travel?
Yeah.
The daylight
He's the one
hours.
who calls the
Only
shots.
daylight hours,
yeah.
so 12 hours. There's 13 hours of watch, so it's 3 of us, so
There's no one watching that then.
well, that's when we watch. The watch.
That's quite easy to do. You can easily get just a 12 and a hour.
Yeah, so 3 hours. 3 hours each.
Yeah, exactly.
With the
Yeah.
last one doing 4.
Yeah, 3.5.
Sorry, the first one doing 4. The last one's doing 3. It's easy to do 4 hours at the start. And it'll be rotating, so write it down. You'll get it. So
I'll help with watches as well.
yeah, thank you.
How much space is there on the car?
It's a wagon.
Wagon, sorry, yes.
On?
Yeah,
Not a lot.
I guess, and not enough to recuperate on the wagon itself.
Is there one? Is there enough for one?
Yeah.
Oh, you get it.
You can lie down inside if he'll let you, which he will if you fuck. Otherwise, you'll have to bedroll out. You can sling underneath because it's a high base wheelbase. You
Oh,
can
okay.
sling a hammock underneath, maybe.
What would the odds be of actually getting to sleep while on the road though?
It's a bad road. Actually, no. From here to there, it's actually a fucking good road, so it's fairly smooth. But the weather is bad. It's going to rain. It's going to hail. It's going to snow. Slightly. Not enough to settle. But it is not going
Then
to.
I'll just stay awake and I'll just try and get some sleep in the first time we start.
Right, so the first night's watch will be, the first 4 hours will be me, Lady Mara, Aedrin, and then I'll do the last 3. You'll miss the first watch. Second night
Yep, hurry it up.
will be Lady Mara will be first, Aedrin, Cephiro, then me.
Right. Are you ranging ahead? Are there any special positions
I'll
you're taking?
be ranging ahead. To stay with the car. You may fall behind slightly, and until you decide you choose where you want to go. So,
Right.
and
Break time.
I'll be at night sitting snares and
This close? Yeah, okay. Right, okay, cool. Break time.
thank you.
You bring it over here and I'll make it.
Your dungeon master has placed you in a dreadfully precarious position. You're playing the most phenomenal game ever created. Your skin grows cold from your first glimpse of the enormous beast. It's a product of your imagination. Survival depends on a quick, decisive move. Your choices are limited. Stand and fight, or run. Use your lightning bolt. Victory is yours.
Win the treasure!
TSR Hobbies, Dungeons & Dragons games. Products of your imagination.
You are spending an extensive 2 days on the road. You leave the forest behind and come across a river that swells out into sort of a lake. On the other side you see the high walls and buildings of a vast city. And you realize you have reached Sundrom Heres. A great stone bridge leads across the water towards the gates.
Oh, we actually reached
it was 2 days.
2 days.
Can I at least roll my...
Yes.
Okay, that's 6. I might as well just roll them all and then add up the total. Fine. Okay, there's a 7, that's all good up.
Better be.
Yeah.
4 mages.
Right. Your health is restored. You go across the bridge. You'll notice clustered around the outer walls there is a smaller city outside of the city. The merchant calls it the foregate because it's afore the gates. This is quite common in a lot of larger cities to have a larger peasant community outside it. However, you will notice something very odd about this one. There's no people. There's a stray dog here and there. You see one or two lonely people. The houses, garrets and shacks look abandoned and have been for some time. In the distance you hear the hubbub of noise that indicates that part of the foregate somewhere must be occupied by people. But otherwise, for a capital city, this surely is underpopulated. You reach the gates. And your merchant friend says, "Well, you've seen me here. I guess we part ways."
Thank you, good fellow.
You've done right by me. Good luck to you.
Thank you, and to you.
And he approaches one of the gate guards on the far side and begins negotiating his entry. So you are outside of San Dromeres, as the gate proclaims. The sign is shabby, worn, barely legible. The chain holding it up is rusty, weak, old. The wood of the sign is rotten, neglected and uncared for. Those of you in the party who can read the sign. It says San Dromeres.
Well, we made it.
Yes, we're here.
Well, I have to see if I can find King.
I'm sure we have our own things to do, but we should probably at some point maybe make back up to try and get our stuff back. So,
Oh, most certainly. That will be a long way to go. We have to be fully prepared.
so just perhaps before we split ways, we should make preparations for moving up.
Well, why don't we go inside and then find a place to meet up from once we're so.
I see no reason to split up now at all. I'm sure we can accomplish our goals unless one requests privacy.
We'll stay here for the moment, I think. I have no issue.
Do you think you will find your shield bearer here?
I must go and find clues.
Has anybody got any pressing issues they must see to immediately? Then if your clues can wait, I suggest we...
Oh, I can.
You can probably wait. Are you sure? It has been a long journey. Also, it would be good to make sure that we can find some form of accommodations that are affordable in this place. We probably also want to look for at least some form of income here.
Yes, that'd be
In
advisable.
I have the impression that we probably only have 2 nights at the most worth of coin for staying anywhere here.
Find a tavern, find an inn and see where we go from there. They may have works. Town doesn't look very savoury, they might need guards.
They're also a good spot to pick up on local gossip and
Yes, include.
get a lay of the land and what is going on here. Perhaps why this place is so deserted.
Do I have an address for the...
Nope.
No, I just knew
He
you had
hasn't got around to giving it to you.
Did I have a description of what it looked like?
Nope.
Yeah, I've lost the package.
Sorry.
That's
So
cool.
are we in a place with people or not yet?
There are a few merchants queuing up, coming in, but otherwise, this time of year, not a lot of traffic.
So I don't see anyone else.
You do not. You will, if you're looking around, you will notice there's a smaller sign near where one of the guardsmen is standing that labels this is the Traitor's Gate. It's the name of the gate. You know, like how some will be called East Gate, West Gate. This is the Traitor's Gate.
It's like a shitty way to get in.
No, it's just the way this one's the angle. Isn't it?
No doubt there's some kind of story behind its name, but you don't know it. The guards are wearing bright chain, more ends. They have a tabard over the top in the Merlin colours. They're seem decent upkeep.
Ask about that too. Like how proud and or disheveled did they look?
That's a good question. They seem attentive to their duty. Their gear is well kept.
Well, shall we scour this place for possible inns and taverns?
Might be able to find a place to sell this gear, even though this leather looks like it needs to be repaired.
Or with that good stuff we had?
It wasn't good. It was the stuff off the guys. They all needs is an armourer to repair it if we had one.
I know some basic skills.
Then what are we gonna do?
I need the right tools and the right work area though.
It's not worth much as it is, and there's no point selling it.
That's right, we did have some decent boots though, did we not?
You two have a new pair of boots.
Yeah.
You had new boots and you had new boots. And you just down on coins. You just down on coins.
Yep. I've got like a total of how much it all is added up, but like I've got the different.
Right, we will try to enter the town.
So, guard stops you. Who comes here?
I am Sulin of Clan Goshen. In the West Bunch of Water.
Cephiro, Paladin of Tor, at your service.
Well done.
I'm Aedrin.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Right, lad?
No.
Just Mara? Mara.
No prefixes.
Excellent. What business have you in San Ramirez?
Our businesses vary. I am here to hopefully see King Stephen.
The looking's free, of course.
I have news for him from Talvalen.
Talvalen.
Indeed.
Paladin.
Correct.
Well, that being withstanding, are you all together?
Yes.
Well, it's 5 silver per entry.
Why the charge just to enter your city?
Gate charge is standard, sir. You do not appear to be part of a merchant caravan or official messengers or under the banner of any nation state, therefore.
Well, we did guard a merchant caravan on the way in.
But not now.
Well, no, we have
Right
ceased
then.
our duty and
Right then. So, standard rate, 4 silver pence.
surely, you and your hospitable nature, you could find her. Just have it maybe be 2.
I distinctly hate you. Oh, very well, 2 apiece. That's by imperial weight, of course.
I thought you'd use the local way.
Oh, of course. Which is, I don't know. The same, I'm assuming.
I'm assuming.
Well then, if you will kindly tender your fee and then proceed to the records keeper, who will note down your names and state it and tender business in the city.
Not a problem. So there's 2 for all of us, and
2 per head. Good lady. Good woman.
2 for the lowest because your original data was 5 for the lot.
And then I had a feeling of generosity which is rapidly passing. You could always tend to your business in the lovely forecourt.
It would be a shame if King Stephen were not to get the news in time, and he would certainly flog that who did not get the messenger through in time, wouldn't he?
But thou does not know King Steve that well.
There was not. Still below my charisma, but only by 1. But I do believe Lady Sulin was right, and you did say 2
Are you ahead?
head.
So 2 and when we go ahead inside.
Aye. Per person.
No, that's
Mr. Trying
not
to be clever clogs.
That's not what you just agreed to.
Unfortunately, there's been no meeting of mind here.
Seems like you're trying to be clever clogs. To be honest. Pretty sure you're going back and what you see.
You're lot are gonna be trouble, I can see that. Just wait here. Ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling. A few moments later, from out of the gates come a couple of burly guards, heavily armed. These lot are gonna be trouble. Pack 'em off to the dungeon. Right, you
Going
are.
to be trouble.
Right, you are, gate captain.
No, easy on there. We have committed no crimes.
That's to be judged. Off with them. And watch them. They're armed. Not well, but they're armed. This one claims to be a paladin, so it might be true.
Yes, and it would not do you well to arrest a paladin of Tor, the god of justice.
Then you have no problem seeing justice done then, says one of the burly toughs.
This
This-
is not justice, this is bully boy tactics.
This way, good man, you can explain it to the watch commander.
Very well, I shall.
Please escort come with us. Do not try any trouble. This is a city of the king. They take position around you.
Suggest we follow them quietly.
So is anyone going to start kung fu fighting?
Absolutely. Roll initiative.
Okay.
No.
Too late. It's happened.
No.
I roll. Fuck you. No. Doesn't count till you roll. Right. Are we going?
I am.
Yeah. I'm very
Okay.
smart about it.
Let's get this in for free.
Right. You all march through the Traitor's Gate. Up a street. Down another one. Across a bit. Eventually you reach a guardhouse. You are probed inside and put before a desk.
We're probed inside?
Pushed. Probe.
You know that. You gotta pay for that, yeah.
The gate-like door clanks shut behind you, and there is a rumpled figure behind the desk. He has 3 stripes on his armor. And he looks and he's like, well. A hand slapped on fat paunch. What have we here then? Miscreants in breach of the peace, perhaps? No, they made some kind of trouble at the gate. Gate captain asked them to be brought here to see what was to be done with them. Well. Troubles at the gate. Oof. What have you to say for yourselves? You lad, you look like a likely sort, fallen in with the wrong crowd, no doubt. What have you to say for yourself?
Well, the gatekeeper said we could pay 2 silver to get in, and then he changed his mind to 8 silver.
So, you were charged 8 silver per person to get into the city?
8 silver altogether.
That still sounds like 4 silver too many.
That's what we.
He was trying to extort us.
I'm not talking to you yet.
That's what we tried to tell him, but he then sent us to be taken here.
All right. Did none of you bother to examine your charges? We're dreadfully sorry. You may all go free. We did not mention you had an official emissary in your party. We are deeply sorry for the offence we may have caused you, madam, and none towards your great master. Please proceed on your emissarial duties.
You may always find shade and water.
Of course, madam. The guards do that as well.
I'll raise my eyebrows and then slowly follow. Sulin,
Yeah.
quietly.
Next time, maybe you will all bother to.
Sulin,
Yes,
something you want to tell us?
I have told you all.
Emissary?
Perhaps.
From-
it's-
They may have heard of my
Tywin may not like it, but no. Sorry, go on. My bad.
Well, they heard of my quest here.
I did not know you were that well renowned.
Not me, but my people are well renowned. The merchant said earlier back in the previous town that he had seen others come through here, so you do come this far.
Do you not think this is something we could have used in the first place?
The guard obviously saw and was not interested.
Yeah.
Interested in what?
I think what Sulin means is the guard was probably too misinformed to recognise her and just thought her as some young trollop rather than.
Oh, I see.
No offence.
So-
Speaking to things.
There's a young lout nearby, extolling the virtues of just going slightly down the street, and like visitors to the area should go there because you can buy nice things.
We like nice things.
You can't afford nice things. But still.
Cheap things.
How about work?
In particular, the young boy is announcing that maps may be bought of this great city.
Those are nice things. I just need them for free. As long as it's under 8 gold, which is 1 time. Gold.
Oh my god!
I've only got 1 piece of gold.
That's not even from here.
Yes, we shall, I suppose, head off in the direction that the lad is going.
Yeah, there's
I'll tell him to
a.
go if he's not going in that direction.
It's further up the street you were brought down. It is clearly like a little touristy trap, bazaar, selling ridiculous things. But one in particular purports to be selling how should I put this? Fine, true replicas of official city map, just like the one you can view in the museum. Genuine map of city, copied by experts and yours for low price of some stuff. Come, why not buy him today?
Good fellow, how much are your maps?
They're very good.
How much do they cost?
Oh, a reasonable price can be charged, my lord.
Copper?
Should no, sir, I am not affiliated with the local constabulary.
No,
I assure
would you accept a Merland copper for a map?
I do. I do usually charge 4, as they are very fine quality of the map of the city. A cartographed by an expert, it is said. Genuine copies of this famous map, which was stolen most notoriously, but rescued by a great hero. Low price of 4 copper pence is surely enough to pay.
Can I look at the map before we purchase it?
Why, certainly. Here it is. We'll look at that.
Oh, but like it isn't drawn like fucking shit. This is what I mean. Like, does it look like an actual map or like a piece of shit? Ah, okay. Okay. Yeah, what I mean, like, is it just like sloppily drawn and they're gonna try to sell us some?
No, it's pretty good.
So how accurate is this map? Is it all up to date?
It is based off of the original official map of the city, commissioned by world famous cartographer Gerhard von Rausch, the greatest living cartographer in the world. Greatest.
That's where it was copied off of, not
Yes.
the actual map itself.
Accurately copied. 4 pence is surely not too much to pay for such a fine collectible piece of essential you can't get around town without it.
Must buy it.
How about 4 pence for 4 maps?
Not even gold, it's a gold.
What?
What?
We'll pay you.
Dude, I've got 1. You can only have 1.
Then what about
Yeah, what if-
3 pence for the map?
I understand where you're coming from.
Hence, well, that would hardly be a suitable recompense for such finemanship.
I heard the other guy's selling maps down the street. Should we go to him then?
Oh no, you don't want it to go to him and his maps. He eats his eggs from the round end.
Yeah, but they looked just the same and he was selling his for 2, so...
But they are on the shoddier much not like this good pulped sheep film.
What did you think you just saw?
Yeah.
You just saw his map. Was it as good as the one down the street?
It looked pretty similar to me.
Okay, I'm just going to detect bullshit here. Come on, pull the other one, mate. It does have bells on. These maps is nowhere near as good and large and round as this.
Sulin, did you see all the maps there? I don't remember. Sorry, but I wrong.
I pointed
See,
it out to you.
even the merest glimpse of this has stricken the other one from his mind, and not as good. Merely 4 copper pence, and I can eat today.
Well, the one down the street was doing 2. Shall we call it 3?
Well, you can ask him to sell you it for more if you want, but it's lovely 4 coppers, and mine's twice the size of his. Just look at this one, it's very fine.
How fine is it? As in, it doesn't look like a copy?
It is admittedly not as big as the official one. It is approximately carryable in size and does not require an entire table to lay out, which is an advantage in its portable nature. It's also weatherproof, having been finely woven.
I think it's worth paying if this man is telling the truth.
I'm only slightly lying.
It's not weatherproof.
It is largely weatherproof. Drizzles, yes. Storm, no.
Alright, if we're just paying 4 fine.
4 copper.
Cool, done.
Pence. That's all he's asking. Yeah, you have 1 map.
I thought I'd try bartering.
Yeah?
Pretty well.
I have my-
It's under 4.
So,
We'll go right this time.
so this is San Ramirez.
It's so pretty.
Many of you will recognize it as a really, really shitty map of London. But actually, it's the map of Uncle Moorpork I just ripped off. So, here's your map, motherfuckers.
Oh, a candle.
Yeah, whatever.
I can't afford another 4 pence.
Yeah. Here you go. Now, you have just come through the Trader's Gate, which is down there somewhere. And you're on Dimwell Street.
Yeah, this is the... Here's the Trader's Gate right here.
Oh, there we go. You're on Dimwell Street, around about here. So, where are you trying to go? As you can see, this is so you're looking for an inn or someplace to stay.
Yeah.
Well, the map will help you very much.
Yeah. What is the entry that accompanies Eastwatch?
It would be most likely up here. It'd be most likely either that gate or through here.
And where are we? Shit. And how long would it take to travel by foot?
And by foot, you could probably make it in half an hour.
Oh, yeah.
Between half an hour to an hour, depending on population density and how often you get mugged.
Oh.
Also, well, I mean, you'd have to basically go through here, cross that bridge.
Through that part of the town.
What's this part of the town?
Shades.
Oh, the shades.
It is
Yeah,
the
so you
shades.
will die.
You will die. You can't go through that part of the town. You don't.
You will need to probably go around it. Probably down Monkey Street.
No, you still go.
Still through there. Okay,
You
so
must
you're
go
gonna
around
have
that
to-
outside.
You're going to have to go around the outside, Treacle Mine Road,
So we're having about 15 minutes.
down, around Elm. Yes. Do you know where you're going?
We've met now.
No, I mean, do you know what your ultimate destination is?
No, I just have no idea.
she holding them up in character?
But she has the money. So.
See if you can spot anywhere around there that might have a charter's board.
The what?
It's a board where they put up notices. Sometimes they have requests there for jobs that can be done for people in town.
I assume
Help pay our way.
near the guardhouse.
Most likely.
Yeah.
We just won.
So we go back and have a look at the guardhouse because there should be one on there. It's where they normally are.
Very well. Nobody has any more pressing matters at the moment. We look amongst the party.
The first thing you'll notice is that there is a disused bulletin board on the outside of the guardhouse. There's nothing on it. It's unused. Most people here not being able to read, they eventually abandon the idea.
Okay. Then to a tavern.
Indeed.
As you travel down this road until you arrive at Hyde Park, there is a tavern on the corner. It is okay, so you're on the Soap and Dimwell. So it would actually be this little triangle there.
Yeah.
Between the Soak and Mollymog Street, which gives me ooh, okay.
Feel that actually not whack, so it's alright.
Right,
This one runs it.
No, I need two, so.
Yeah, this one's gonna give you this one. Tavern name is?
the Column and Gloom.
Doesn't sound like a pleasant place.
So you know what you need to find here? Some seamstresses.
They can make you a road.
Oh, that'd be poor. I mean, like,
Oh,
I
well-
mean, like, we have more money than I've ever
I'll see
seen.
where the other seamstresses.
Preserve out of character discussions. That's fine. So yeah, you're outside that. Column and Gloom.
Decent size.
It's a 3-story establishment. It has a stable out back.
Well, walk on out.
Okay. The dimly lit interior is only enhanced by the fact that there are only shuttered windows. A number of, shall we say, ruggedly clothed individuals look up as you enter and they go back to their rails as that they are bent over their tables. A weak fire sputters in the corner and behind the bar, behind the mouldering wood, there is a dour, gaunt man with thinning grey hair, and he's pushing a rag round inside a leather mug. He's like, "Hey, what do you want?" got money,
Of course.
then I've got rooms.
How much?
What you got?
You're not getting all of it.
Nice room, 5 gold a night. Not so nice room, 5 silver a night. Commons, copper a night.
Sulin, how are we faring?
Okay, gold.
No doubt.
A couple of people stop paying attention to you when he says that.
I don't think he actually said it.
Yeah,
there,
because I don't have the
Sulin,
money. She does.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just talking to him.
Then they're still paying attention to you.
We have 23 silver. And the other money that is from him.
So that would give us,
How many?
without additional income, basically 4 nights.
Here, this isn't a debate chamber. You're gonna have a discussion. You can buy an ale, not a charity. Plenty other inns in town. Don't have to stop here.
Opinions, Sulin?
I'm going to keep where I stay. As long as there's a place to sleep, then I can go find what I need to find.
Do any of you object to a silver room every night? Yeah. Well, we need to stay. I don't know. One of your silver per night rooms, thank you.
Alright, so I'll be staying in one bed, will you?
What's so funny?
It's like that, is it?
Don't mind him, he's just a little green around the gills. How
That's
large are your rooms then? May we see one of these rooms we will be paying for?
Oh, fine. Now come with me. Gets a big iron keyring off the thing, creaks up the stairs that groan ominously under his light weight. You pass into a narrow, cobweb, dust-filled corridor. Bare floorboards have plenty of gap between them, so you can see down to the hallway below. He comes to a door and jams the key in the lock and eventually gets it open. Dust and rust puff out from the door as it grinds open. The uneven floor beyond barely holds up a narrow cot, which might be considered a bed. The window at the far end has been painted on.
Badly?
It's an outline of a window. There's a wardrobe with one door missing standing against the wall. The entire room is probably 10 foot square. Oh, there's a hole in the roof. It drips onto the bed.
You're charging silver per night for this?
Aye. Take it on, get out.
Well, there's plenty of other accommodations in the city. What do you think, Sulin?
I don't think we'd all fit in this room.
Get out. God's wasting my time.
We all are.
Go on then.
We'll leave and find another place.
Foreign tossers. Don't give me that look. Come in here trying to take our jobs.
You're lucky she's giving you that look. I've seen her give a look not too different than that, and yes, well.
Oh, get out.
I have been itching my sword.
So, you find yourselves on the street.
What time is it?
It is known.
Shit.
A few hours, but yeah. Must be another place we can have a look at on this in this city that would be far more welcoming.
Did I hear you say you're looking for somewhere to stay? Says a small weasel-faced man with an appropriate mustache.
What's he dressed like?
He's dressed in light brown leathers, fingerless gloves. He has a quiver on his back. He wears them.
Ah, so here's a
On his
trustworthy
feet.
man. Don't say that.
Worn but practical looking, sort of soft soul. There's like a knife sheath in one of them.
We are indeed good fellow.
Well, if you're having trouble finding a place to stay, there's always Mrs. Cakes.
Mrs. Cakes.
She takes in all kinds of strange weirdos. And you're strange weirdos.
The children's
That name does sound familiar.
Alternatively, there is a... Well, you have a map, I see. If you're willing to cross Hyde Park and go around to the far side of the city, you know, we'll get an inn, maybe just maybe on Elm Street. But don't go too far. Don't go too far east. You don't want to end up too far east. Just, stay to one street, eh? You can get a room there. Well, try Mrs. Cakes.
Try Mrs. Cakes first, and then we can go see how it is.
This good fellow a copper, will you, Sulin?
Well, many thanks.
It's here's where I tell you we don't actually have any copper and change. We have a copper tartlets.
Ooh, that's a double copper.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's the only copper. Cool.
Even though he
Oh.
gave us free advice without really
They
asking
always
for
find
much.
shade and water.
Hey, thank you. Good luck.
And stalk off.
Free advice is so cheap.
Yeah.
So, following your map, you can easily find Elm Street, but he never told you where Mrs. Cakes was. And it's not on the map.
No.
I was about to ask, I was like, before if he hasn't left, like, so where is Mrs. Cakes?
Yeah, but he's gone.
Sorry, he took off, okay.
Oh well. So yeah, where are you going?
Well, we could go for
Is there anyone around?
It's a city.
Yeah, but it didn't have dessert if it was, or bustle.
Now that you mention it, this area is not so populated as it should be.
Is there like someone's standing around doing nothing, just sort of?
Not really.
Oh, you guys.
Yeah, but is there anyone that seems to be busy in that area that seems like not
Just
pa-
somebody there whittling away. at
yeah, not
something, or
passing through, but actually like they belong in that area.
loitering around the.
Maybe doing something in the area, not just standing around.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
the-
like a blacksmith or a.
There does not appear to be at this moment.
If only we got an address.
Oh well, I suppose we'll try that place on Elm Street you mentioned. We don't know about that.
time.
Speaking of which, actually, if you hold your pencil over, over here, it goes, with the light, it goes, red and green. I found it out last time. I don't want to say anything because there's a lot of them again.
Off to Elm Street.
There's no signage.
Yes.
Anything say Mrs. Cakes?
This way to Mrs. Cakes.
place you might possibly have been mentioning was the new boyfriend. What, no one?
Some things just do it to themselves. You just.
You enter the new boyfriend.
She.
That was unintentional.
Damn.
So was it consensual?
Well, we did choose to go, and Oliver.
But to the building, did we ask the building?
Yeah, I'm sorry. You can't just go into a new boyfriend without asking.
This brightly lit establishment has a roaring fire, a minstrel. Some serving girls are distributing drinks. Don't play with a candle. They can. And probably more importantly, it looks cleaner than the last place.
This is much more like it.
I'm glad you think so, says a perky voice from behind the counter.
No boy, is it?
No,
It's a female.
It's female.
Oh,
I can't do a girl's voice. You'll just have to put up with it.
It's the new boyfriend.
what was it doing then?
No.
Welcome to the new boyfriend.
Thank you.
My name's Jamie Lee.
I am Cephiro, Paladin of Tor. At your service.
Fancy. Are you as fancy?
I'm just Aedrin.
Just Aedrin.
Sulin of Clan-Bershon.
Oh, what's it great?
Of course. Hmm?
Mom.
That's a lovely name. Would you be wanting something to drink then?
Possibly. For now, we are looking for accommodations in this town. We are travellers from afar to the south.
Can tell by your voice. Well, you can get a room here if you want, or there's the commons.
What level tiers of rooms do you have?
Well, there's only one kind of room we've got available at the moment. There's 2 beds to a room now, so you'll have to share. It's going to cost you, I'm afraid, like 3 silver a night for a room. Times are tough.
It's actually not too bad. I was about to say.
It's sort of food.
We can usually one room.
Probably could have. Some of us were willing to sleep on the floor.
I can sleep on the floor, it's not a problem.
Yes, but with the
May we
barmaid.
look at the
Well,
room?
Of course, just follow me. Yeah, I'm going off upstairs. Man bar. She'll lead you upstairs. We've just had these replaced. Riot squad burst in here and smashed right through.
Terrible shame to hear. What happened?
He tried to walk up him. Anyway, this is the first room we've got available. It's pretty much the same as them all. The little miniature female says. And she pushed the door open. There's a rug, 2 beds, narrow. They appear to have linen on them. So that's something. There's an armoire against the wall. There's a bracket for a lantern hanging from the ceiling. A washstand, a basin, and there are obviously some bed pads. There's a chest at the end of each bed.
How much floor room is there? How much floor room?
So about 15
So you could,
15 feet by about 7.
do you lie 2 bodies in the room?
Easy. Unless one of them was Big McLarge huge. But Big McLarge huge is not here.
It's in here. No.
Unfortunately, this is one of the best the rooms we've got available. We just sold the last of the upstairs ones.
This looks fine by me. What say the rest of you?
I have no problem.
So, would we just like one of these between the four of us, or would you ladies each like a room just for you two?
I have no problem. Just so you know.
What?
Yeah, what?
I reached to a sword and
Yeah.
just implied that if they
You put your hand on your hip, just so you
Yeah.
know.
You just made an advance.
no, on my sword. On my sword.
The hilt? You struck the hilt.
It's very sexual. See,
You'll take this room.
to a Serenian man, you just basically announced your interest. I'm just saying there's a cross-cultural thing going on.
Oh, so you like me to
See, as far as you know, that's true.
I don't know.
We'll take it, Mum.
Oh, very good. If you're staying here, it's paid in advance, and your meals are down a copper. If you catch and bring your own, then we'll cook it up for nothing.
I don't think there's too much to catch in the city, is there?
Plenty of rats. No,
I look to my shoulder. I'm guessing nothing's there.
None in my inn, of course. You feel a little wet.
Yeah.
You feel a little wet nose pressing into the small of your back.
Mr. Whiskers is a go.
Do you know of any work that's in the area? We're looking for jobs while we're here.
Plenty of work, but as whether that's the coin to pay it off. Of course, there's always bounties and such like. There's not enough guard to catch them.
You don't have any work available here that we could possibly provide in order to perhaps stay here at a cheaper rate. You don't need a bouncer, for instance. I've done work before in Talvalen.
Or a chef. Cook.
You can cook.
Or an administrator.
We all look at Cyril.
I can guard.
Couldn't think of asking you to be a lowly guard at an inn. But certainly, there's jobs to be had. If you don't mind, working on Elm Street.
Oh, is Elm Street like the red light district? Out of character?
It borders on the Shades, which is
It's
There's an area like that in every city. They don't go here. You get fucked up.
Is it kind of like Yarrow Street?
So we're not
Like
in
Lisbeth going.
So we're not in the don't go here. We're
No,
just on
it's
the
more
edge
on the edge of it, yeah.
You're in the
so
end.
they encroach on the area, but they wouldn't.
I mean, it's like you can go through it during the day,
Yeah.
maybe, but at night it's suicide. You'll die.
Guards don't enter the shades.
Guards don't go in the Shades at night.
Basically, yeah. It's like going to the ghetto over the States. You know, you just don't.
Yeah, basically, if you remember Die Hard with a Vengeance, going through the Shades at night is like walking through the Bronx with a sign around your neck that says, I hate
I
niggers.
hate niggas. Oh, fuck yeah. You just don't. You wouldn't.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we could use a guard if you don't mind the clientele at nights.
The evenings would be perfect. I would happily accept that.
You spot on?
Only might be one. We don't get pizza.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, we didn't use the last one we got because it's like it has to be delivery.
What?
I'll get pizza. I'll get pizza. I like pizza. I'll get pizza.
Oh.
So, what would be the new rates for this room if we were to say if I were to guard and
Oh, don't think I could change the rate on the room, but I could give you the standard guard rate. 2 talons a night. Food free.
Sounds good.
Well then. Now, I do have to caution you. There's somewhat say it in is haunted. So, you're not squeamish around ghosts and ghoulies.
Can't be as bad as last night, huh?
The other night, yes. Yeah, the other night. 2 nights ago.
You are in luck, my lady, for you see I am a paladin of Tor and can deal with such nasties. In fact, 2 nights ago I did
You
do
can't
just that.
possibly be a paladin of Tor. Can it be I'm in the presence of the great hero Belloc?
No, you're not an paladin. Belloc is not a paladin. He's a mere cleric.
Perhaps I may be mistaken, but he's a big name round here, lad.
Is he now?
Just recently he rescued the original map from the museum what got stolen.
Is that a fact? He does get around. Belloc.
Well, I don't think he's in town anymore, but I had to turn there for a moment.
Why are you stabbing your face?
No reason.
And did you need someone to help with the cooking?
Oh, not do quite that right now. Just took on someone new.
What about music?
Well, we retain a minstrel every week, a different one, and if they're good, we get them back, and based on if the patrons like them. We've got one at the moment, but we just retained one for a week. But if you're still here in 4 days, we can try again.
4 days, or is it like 5 days? I can't remember.
It's 3 days.
Because you should be 2 days into the new
We
week.
were the second, third.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the third, which is
So 4.
yeah.
Yeah. So within 4 days. So will you be taking the room then?
Yes, Sulin, please pay the lady.
She'll give you a set of small keys. And as for the room, obviously, and the other 2 would probably fit the trunks.
Yeah.
If you have any valuables you want kept in safe, just give them to who is ever tending bar, and they can put them in safe for you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Do you have any horses what need stabling, or?
No, unfortunately we don't.
Probably to the best. Well, I will leave you to it.
Thank you.
Bustle back downstairs.
I like Kelly.
Yeah, she seems like a nice woman. There's definitely quite a contrast to our first tavern we frequented.
She doesn't know actual town. You can try sleeping with her as well.
Look out.
You leave as soon as you stay there, then I've got to say that.
Yeah.
So what are you doing?
He's jealous.
If we're not there to hear that, it's alright.
What did they say suddenly? We didn't talk about what we're going to do.
That's a good point.
We're going down the commons. No, down to the bar.
The ale is flowing. People are eating. The smells wafting from the kitchen sure do smell nice.
Mm-hmm. You don't need them either.
There's a gentleman on the
We're
bar
getting fed on the way by the
in a fine linen shirt and a leather apron who introduces himself as Curtis. And he's the brother of the proprietress. Good evening. Oh, my lady. Can I tempt you into a fine victuals or ale? My name's Curtis, by the way.
Curtis, I'm Sulin of Plangoshi.
Pleasure to serve.
Maybe always one shade of water.
Don't flatter me. Please, can this humble establishment humbly offer you any humble drink?
I'm fine, thank you. I've come down to see if there's any jobs that you may know anyone needing help.
Jobs?
Yeah.
Sorry. In addition to, of course, your fine and important works, you have free time to deign to help us with other things. That's truly grand of you. I'm sure I can recall some things that people have mentioned what need your help with. That could use, especially your help, of course. Ooh. Oh. Yes. The guards have lost a prisoner, and they reckon they'd be hiding somewhere around the Hyde Park area. I can't quite track them down though, but I'm sure you'd have no problem finding them. You see, they might finally manage to catch Spring Heel Jack, and of course, didn't keep quite the handle on him.
And what's Spring Heel Jack look like?
Nobody knows.
Well, what about the guards that have kept him beforehand?
They say he was dressed all in dark blue, and of course he had them boots.
Boots?
Tall, like above the knee, and all worked with silver, like lines going in and against each other down the side right to the heels, and it said that that's what lets him jump higher than a mountain.
Give him a big feet, you need to be able to put them on.
Then you use them the first time you come back down and your ankles are broken because you're not sure how they work.
And then start to jump.
Is there anyone we can talk to about this bounty?
Sergeant down at the desk.
And
Also, now that I come to think of it, there is a good wife who recently lost her husband, which so she'll need some help taking care of the nasty plague of rats in her basement.
where can we find her?
Oh, just cross the street, down a little ways, right next door to the Candlestick Dipper. That's all I can think of right now. Oh yes, if you see any strange people around asking about two young farm lads, one a broad fellow and the other a sort of wiry lad, then if you could let us know, we'd be very grateful. We've been asked to pass on anyone looking for those two.
Interesting.
What about them?
Are you there?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
back
she's here.
down.
Oh, we're just to pass on anyone who's asking about them.
Why would people be asking about it?
Why don't ask that kind of question? You don't get to stay in bartending longer to ask that kind of question.
Fair enough. Sorry.
Nope. People's secrets are their own, says I.
I'm here on search for my shield bearer.
I don't know what that is. Have I seen him?
Alright.
Description?
Is it similar
Well,
to me?
no, I've not seen out like that. Of course not. No, no.
It's alright, I'll continue looking. I am looking for places, but I may speak to you later about it.
Of course, anytime. Good lady.
Looking for places and faces. And
Any faces in particular? We get all sorts through here.
then I might have to ask you what
Of course. Anytime you want. But I've often found that the noise and bustle does hide things better than the still calm where things can.
You never know who's listening.
No, true that. Well, have good day and sleep well.
Yes, to you.
Good day upstairs.
Yes, to you.
So, what have you guys been doing?
I would have been washing up and cleaning my armor. As much as I can.
You are filthy from the road. All of you.
Yeah.
Mm.
I haven't been cleaning up too.
So you guys on the roof? I'll come in and say,
I'll probably be sitting on the end of one of the beds, like cleaning all the dirt off the armor.
I found a possible couple jobs for us. Getting some coin.
Oh.
There's a bounty job. And there's a rat killing job.
She doesn't mean you, Scribbles.
Sulin, why do people get so scared of you?
They're not scared of me. They're very polite. I've never been to a place this polite. It's quite reassuring that there is places with politeness.
They just seem frightened to bully you.
It might be female carrying a sword. It's not that common.
I seem to have a certain degree of respect for you.
They may know of my clan. We have had won many battles and
Perhaps so. It is unusual to see such respect just freely given without, you know,
not tell it.
not to say that you haven't known such respect, but to them it was just, they had just met you.
I know our stories seem to go far and wide. Some of them are very exaggerated, but they know of my plan.
Perhaps it is so. Get these grass stains out.
Well, you know what you need. I mean, you've got tough grass stains to shift.
Real turbulent
Real
juice.
turbulent juice.
Out of curiosity, could cantrip get grass stains out?
No.
Ah!
Now, see, what you do is you got to use the blood to get the grass stains off, but then you use the bodily fluids to get rid of the blood. And
Where
then-
do we get this gorilla? That's where you're going.
Yes.
Sorry, what are you doing?
Well, I'm going to go back after I've told these guys. I'm going to go back downstairs and see if there's a bath house. Yeah,
I'm sorry, actually, it'll be Jamie
generally. Roof mistress,
Okay.
do you have a bath house or a place to wash up?
There's a bathhouse just 2 doors down. They only charge copper for guests here.
Thank you. You always feel shame.
Depends how wrapped up on what you're doing, are you?
I'm never wrapped up in what I'm doing. I'm always surveying.
Well, then I suppose a wisdom check will determine that. Then.
Would you have said you were going to find a bathhouse?
Yes, I did say
I would
that.
have thought it.
Oh, then
Wait,
both of you
just
can
to
do
her or when
Sorry?
you're upstairs?
Fine.
this. Both of you can make a
I
wisdom
said when I
check.
was upstairs, yeah.
Oh! Me too!
Okay, so all three of you can make a wisdom check.
Oh,
Just leaving me
if
quite by myself.
Cephiro going, I'll come too.
Or
Well, that was a 5 until Kenny knocked it out of the way.
Oh!
It was, I can vouch for you. My dice are so heavy it does that.
Who's the
I got a 9.
Someone got a...
I crit failed.
someone
Yeah.
could
I don't
fail.
have a wisdom.
I got a
Okay, so
9.
those of you who succeeded as you're walking away, you'll hear. It's not really difficult. Damn it, okay. As the three of you who succeeded are heading out, presumably to the bathhouse, you will hear. How long until the evening meal is served? Well then, it won't be too far away, Mr. Aldar. Send someone up when it is time. Of course, of course. So you're outside.
I will be down to the bathhouse.
There's a bathhouse. You,
Is it communal or?
it is. There is no segregation.
This excites the Cephiro.
Is it at least steamy?
Yeah.
Actually, one second.
It's also broadly speaking empty this time of day.
We've already seen each other naked. So. Pretty much.
Yeah,
I had a
Not quite.
Templar nappy on.
I was gonna say I met you, but it wasn't quite met you. But I woke up and found you naked and covered in mud. So
And really, I don't wear much anyway. So it doesn't
I
matter.
only just now realised how many of your stories start that way.
Yeah.
Are they all screaming?
Eventually. And he's like, have you ever seen a wing wang?
So we'll eat the bathhouse.
Yeah, okay, you do that. Tick, 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 you're done.
Cool. Is that
Right,
one copper
right.
apiece?
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
rat gets free.
Will you change the right? Like hand or silver?
Yeah, Rat will play around in the suds and like have little beards and things.
This isn't rats for a bathhouse.
It isn't.
Scribbles.
It's a fastidiously clean rat.
That's good.
You don't even have my little mustache comb for him anymore.
So this rat has pretty good control over its blood, and it doesn't just like piss itself all over the shoulder.
No, it's really good.
Wow.
And the whole thing is because whenever he's near me, he like when those ghosts were around, he wouldn't have shit himself on me because he would have been within my fear range. The courage range, I suppose.
Yes, I suppose it would.
Lucky.
Anyway.
Well, return to the.
Yeah.
The
So-
new boyfriend.
Your
To be
boyfriend.
specific, since we've come across several ones, to make sure they're the right
I need
one.
to well, get rid of this leather armor that I'm carrying around, and we'll find a place to sell these short swords if no one wants them.
You didn't just put them in one of the trunks or something back at that.
Just
I
waiting.
forgot to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't have a pack. You are literally just carrying them around in your
Now,
arms.
who's the pack? You got the pack.
No one has a pack.
That was a bad.
Those things are 50 gold.
You've got pouches.
Pouches are okay.
Yeah. Good luck fitting an entire suit of leather
Exactly.
armor in a
Yeah.
pouch.
I mean, it would have been fine getting us here. You could have checked
No,
them on the way.
then I would have carried. Yeah, had to carry them here. Then I would have actually left them there
I guess
originally.
you
Yeah.
could have left it in the room,
Yeah.
even if it was just on the floor.
wants
It's
it.
like arms full of shorts.
It's nice to know she owns clothing, but chooses not to wear it.
I think we can all appreciate that.
Oh yes, so it's Jamie Lannister, Corey Haim. I've never met anyone who looks like you before, and Naga the Serpent. So what are you doing? Sorry, you're back at the new boyfriend.
I'm going to ask whoever it is, Jamie or Curtis.
It can be either Jamie Lee or Curtis.
Who's ever changing that?
What? You only just got
No,
picked up on
I
that?
just keep on laughing. It's just I know it. I'll ask them where the closest blacksmith is, which to sell some swords and stuff.
It'll be Widdershins up here, and she'll point out. Yeah, you're looking at between Speedwell Street and Kings, this sort of area here.
Yep.
I mean, the actual locations are broadly irrelevant, but some people like to have some point. So you have some vague idea of where you go. And you go, so you go to the
We'll
blacksmith.
mark everything with pins on Stephen's precious table. I'll hit to us over at the bar as well. Hopefully Jamie, if she's there, actually,
Yeah.
because she was the one. You wouldn't object to me starting tonight with the job?
You want? You sure now?
Fine by me.
Okay.
Where's the nearest library?
It'll be in the palace.
It depends. What's a library?
Oh, it's a place with a lot of books.
Oh, like the Athenaeum.
Right.
Now, I do believe the university is around here somewhere.
I'm looking.
Here's Satter Square.
It's the big tower.
Ah!
Yeah.
So that is actually where the university is in this world. However, that's Ben Tower.
Yeah.
You don't go there. Your closest library then is going to be here in the central area, where Athenaeum. Yeah, it's going to be.
Oh gods, it won't be on here.
Across. There we go. It won't be around here. It'll be near the palace somewhere. Yeah. It'll be one of those buildings near the palace.
You're going to the person be like, sorry, a library.
It'll be near the palace somewhere, I imagine.
Thanks. I'm gonna get further there. I'll be back later.
Are you going to be okay travelling by yourself? Perhaps you should take Sulin or Carl with
Wasn't
you.
it like... No, wasn't it? No? It's been a while.
Yeah.
We've
So
been
it's
on-
gonna be...
Oh, yeah. What's the time?
It's
Actually?
going to be dark now.
Oh, it's almost dark.
It's sunset.
It is almost dark, yes.
I just saved your life, bitch.
It's alright at the moment, but it actually
He might be alright getting there, but he might not be okay getting back.
yeah, because after I thought you don't travel at night. In the shades you die, everywhere else you just get mugged. And you end up on
Unfortunately, this isn't on.
the river. I know.
It just is the map for it, because I am very lazy.
Died.
Unmorpork is a functioning, prosperous city, this isn't.
There
Yeah.
we go.
They're under a tyrant too, so that's it.
King Steve.
He's the opposite
King
of
Steve
a
is the
tyrant.
softest hand anyone's ever seen. Anyway, so what are you doing? Anything?
I'm picking up my position as a guard, basically a bouncer.
Right.
We need to eat. How much is food costing?
Copper.
A copper because you're staying here. Okay.
How much would it cost otherwise?
4. For that, you get some meat, some veg, some spud.
So that's a copper each or a copper for
A
each?
copper each person.
No,
Drinks are extra.
Except for his.
Except for his
so
is
it's
free.
What's extra?
Drinks, except for him. He gets to drink for free while on duty. Probably not the best policy, but there it is.
It's the normal, yeah.
That probably won't until the end of the night. Just one for the night.
So, what's everyone? Is anyone going to do anything pertinent with the night, or
Get
Keep an eye
information.
on.
you're gonna listen around? Okay.
I'll be doing the same thing.
So, familiar faces you will see in the tavern. There's a blonde woman, 2 kids, and a stony-faced gent.
If the stony-faced gent looks at me, I'll just waggle my eyebrows and smirk.
He's just like. He looks at the woman and she's like.
He's following you.
Seemed to be that way. Wouldn't blame her.
So is there anyone else in there or no?
Yeah, so that's the familiar faces. Now you will hear. What did you get?
Oh, I didn't roll yet. I'm sorry.
Isn't it
It is a d20.
Oh,
That
yes!
was a D20,
Yes! Yes!
Especially when that's 80.
Which would be good and
Oh,
I was in a high
Net.
percentage with listening.
Net 20.
okay. Now, unfortunately, because you're not actually gathering information, you're passively finding it. Even a natural 20 is not going to get you the best results.
still gonna give me better results.
So you hear about 2 guys talking about how they're pissed off that the old entrance to the Thieves Guild is shut, and how they're pissed off that now they have to go down to the riverside underneath. Which the fuck is it? Which bridge is that? That's Misbegot Bridge. And they have to go under Misbegot Bridge to get in now. And all because the guard was getting too wise, and they're really annoyed at that. You also hear other people talking about how those 2 look like they've got a fair amount of coin, and they should probably be shaken down. But they're traveling with 2 weird farm kids, and that's really odd. So they could be like cultists or something. So we probably don't want to fuck with them.
I was not a.
You hear someone. You don't hear any of this, son.
Well, I haven't-
You are not
oh.
gathering information.
No, I was
Well,
going to be
it turned
listening,
off.
but
What?
there's
Yeah,
a
it's
downside.
fine.
4 hours. Time limit.
She's yeah. First, so.
Someone else is saying to his partner, "Looks like that new guard's going to be an easy mark. Let's rumble him. Now, wait until the morning. He'll be tired then, and his coin will be easier to shake him down. I want that hammer. Oh, you just be careful you don't get it the wrong way. I'm the funniest person that's ever lived."
Did you say that part?
You also hear that apparently the tombs have been unquiet lately. And other people are speculating if anyone else is going to die in their sleep while staying here. It's what you get.
Is that all?
Yep.
Well, hearing that, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna, I'll just mind blank. And I'll go and see Kaladin. I'm so sorry. Mind blank.
Spirit.
This is Cephiro. I'm gonna warn him about, the rumbling.
Oh, Lady Mara, how can I help you?
Hi, I just overheard someone saying that, you'd be an easy mark. As,
Yeah.
I know, I don't take it seriously either, but I'm going.
yes. You would have heard two more things.
What?
Sorry.
No, it's alright.
Apparently, alarmingly, there's been sightings of a strange man. Well, what does he look like? I don't know, strange. Well, what's strange? You know, odd. Different. Well, that's no good. And the second thing was that apparently there's a paladin in town again. Sorry, I didn't inform you of those two.
It's alright.
Which gentlemen are they?
Gesture, and not gesture, I'll say like,
Describe
She
them.
points them out. They look like two low-life thugs. One of them is a great big guy, big hulking thing, sort of like gorilla lips, forehead that keeps the rain off his feet. He's wearing sort of dark tunic and dark pants, but he has a brightly coloured sort of yellow and blue scarf around his neck. And the other one's like a really little weedy guy, similarly dark, and he has a red and white scarf around his neck.
Can you describe the guys who were talking about complaining about the entrance?
The
Entrance?
Thieves Guild.
Oh yes, they are uniform in size, average height and build, bland of features, nondescript in every way possible. They're wearing dark brown leathers with noticeably no gauntlets on, soft practical leather boots, numerous pouches that seem to be tied close to them so they don't swing about, and uniformly dark brown cloaks with hoods. They're the poster boys for Thieves Guild. They look like every thief you've ever seen in anything ever, except possibly Conan.
Thank you, Lady Mara, for informing me
Roll
of this.
poorly, get her information, so I'm just
I must also
Not everyone
apologise
can
if I painted you as an ill character a few days ago before we set off, intimating that you were perhaps an assassin or something. I meant no offence.
Thank you.
So, is anyone going to do anything this night?
Depends how
No,
the customers.
you don't count, Mr. Guard.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Any of the real people?
Oh, where's Miss Begot Bridge on the map?
Funny you should ask.
Isn't it?
It's right there,
Yeah.
and you
Oh.
are, you're around here.
I thought we were on.
No, you're on Downstream.
Yeah, I was going to say
Okay,
we
so
crossed
yeah, it's
it.
just right here.
We
It's
crossed
right.
it to get here. Yeah.
You cross Mr. Gut Bridge to get there. It's right. Oh, God, it's like just down the road. You could go destroy the Thieves Guild.
In a single night.
Or enjoy. I did it in Scott. Yeah. Anyone else doing anything? Does anyone want to do something that they don't want everyone else to know about?
I think if we call it there and people that who are going to do something, notify you. This night, the night, and whatever happens.
Let me just make one little die roll here.
But if anyone does, I think that's going to be our biggest
Cool.
thing is, especially at the moment when nobody knows anything about each other, so hey, I don't know. Could be a thief in disguise who wants to go out.
He could be a monk.
Champions of Jor-Karroc is an AD&D 2.5 campaign game mastered by myself, played by Ken, Ramon, Rowan, and Steve. The opening cinematic was constructed out of a heavily modded Skyrim. The music for the intro is Lords of the Sky from the Battleforge OST, written by Tilman Selekku, or however you say that. Intermission was an old Dungeons & Dragons TSR commercial. The closing theme music was from the Carnival soundtrack. Other music contributed or perhaps heard throughout the game night may have come from Age of Wonders 2, Aeon, Baldur's Gate 2, Battle Realms, The Battle Forge OST, Castlevania Lords of Shadow, Conan the Barbarian, Consortium Me soundtrack, Daggerfall, Dark Souls 2, Darksiders 2, Demon's Souls, Diablo 2, Diablo 3, Divinity 2, Dragon Age Origins, Dragon's Dogma, Dark Arisen, Dungeons & Dragons official RP soundtrack, EverQuest 2, Fable, The Lost Chapters, God of War 2, God of War 3, Guild Wars additional music, Guild Wars High of the North, Guild Wars Factions, Guild Wars Nightfall, Heroes of Might and Magic 5, Hitman Blood Money, Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, Krull, Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver, Lords of the Fallen, Lord of the Rings, War in the North, Morrowind, Oblivion, Pillars of Eternity, Risen, Sacred 2, The Settlers 2, The Settlers 5, The Witcher, Witcher 2, The Witcher 3, The X-Files, accumulated soundtracks, Trine 2, Unreal Tournament 2004, Wolfenstein The New Order, various miscellaneous classical music, EverQuest 2, Halo, The Hobbit Trilogy soundtrack, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Raiders of the Lost Ark, The Star Wars Trilogy, The Lord of the Rings Trilogy, Star Wars prequels, Strike Zero, The Old Republic soundtrack, other game music, all used to enhance game experience. No ownership is implied. It is entirely possible that some piece of music has not been mentioned here, but no ownership of that is implied or expressed at all. Other video footage used for video segments of introductions or pre-introduction portions are sourced online. No ownership of these is expressed or implied and is merely used to enhance the overall effect of the game evening. The preceding recording contained foul language, adult concepts, fantasy themes, and other things suitable for an adult audience only. If you are not an adult or suffer from any kind of nervousness or pregnancy disorder, then you should not have listened to the previous recording.